Hello everybody, welcome back to Limbus Company. I know it's been a minute. I've just been very busy. So, oh shit, that's right. Oh, I finished this already. But what I haven't finished is... What are we on again? Could've sworn... Oh yeah, that's right. This one. This one. Yes, yes. This one. Where were we? Relics and the sign. Oh, we're gonna find out about Sinclair's little head signature sign thingamajiggy. Alright, fine. That we shall discover next time. Well, no, actually, that's today. Okay. Oh, Hohenheim brought us out to what looked like a research lab, lined with cables, rows of screens, and diagrams full of complex symbols and shapes. Oh, by the way, fellows, it is my birthday today, May the 2nd. I am now 2 decades old. Oh, I'm old. Which is kind of freaky to think about, but I'm still young and in my prime, and I got, stuff I want to do. That'll be fun. Anyways, I didn't know there was a place like this in the House of Spiders. This is a forward base constructed by Limbus Company following Operation Spider Pry. It did not exist prior to the house's fall. It is intended for additional backdoor investigation and research into irregular phenomena observed during the operation. Irregular phenomena? An example, research subjects such as a spatial analysis of the correlation between the emergence of Sinner 11's number 11 sign and the manifestation of possible feature. Oh! I mean, that makes sense. Looking around, I spotted Sinclair and a group of researchers surrounding him, the same people who had dragged him off earlier. They were accompanied by a gaggle of sinners who had tagged along with... Oh, fuck. Who had tagged along to either watch the show or kill some time while they took a breather after work. Oh, and hi. How long will the examination take? With Sinclair's biometric assessment concluded, the analyzer device should be available for the relic now, which means that it should be finished in an hour from now at least. Latest. The scabbard rattled again at the mention of an hour. I did not know why or how, but the way it swayed almost felt like a child's tremble. It's moving again. Come along, Ryoshu. I expect you will want to witness this procedure. Fine. Ryoshu and Hohenheim headed off to the side. The examination was probably going to start immediately. Time to get to Sinclair, then wait. I was making my way towards Sinclair, who was getting bombarded with questions, when an unexpected figure behind a pillar caught my eye. Ooh, it was Vespa Crabro, with a big piece of paper covered in crooked handwriting taped on his back. Oh, brother. What could it possibly be? Snack thief? Manager. Karan Snacks. Mr. String Bean ate Mr. String Bean ate up all of them. Sorry, but I think there's been a misunderstanding. Verg kick his ass. Oh god. Not only is this matter not worth pointing fingers over, but Karan also shares some of the responsibility for leaving him out on the table unattended. Still, I'd prefer you exercise more care next time, or you'll put me in a tough spot. Understood. Karan, super sulky mode engaged, not talking for half a day. Deploying super fast bitter candy. Beep beep, mode disabled. God damn it. I'm not sure if this is an appropriate request, but may I remove the paper from my bag now? It's a little inconvenient for me. Karen forgives this time. Next time, no mercy. Best make sure she doesn't listen to that radio channel again. Virgilius looked on with an inscrutable expression as Karen peeled the snack thief sign off Vespa's back. Make sure to remember this, so I don't have to think I'm burning through what little candy chance I have left on such trivial nonsense. Thank you. Vespa gave a polite thanks, but he was already picking something off another plate and stuffing it into his mouth. Oh my god. He's just like Benodian. Well, wait a minute, I was saving that for later. I assumed you were being picky. Well, now you know. Yet I still see you gobbing up my share. Ugh, he took my ice snack too, Verg. Kick his ass. Rodion Romanovich. I'm aware that half of the total snack budget allocated to each center is funneled into your snacking expenses. And now you're rating the LCE supplies as well. Chill, that's totes being arranged. Been agreed upon, okay? Besides, that's that and this is... Are you fucking serious? I gotta screenshot that. Are you fucking serious? That's that and this is this. Oh my fucking god. Ugh. The lines on Virgilius' brow look deeper than usual today. Hoping to help him out on this endless cycle of snack-related headaches and to satisfy my own nagging curiosity, I drew near our guide and broke his brooding silence with my TikToks. Did we learn anything about Sinclair's sign? Dante's inquired about the outcome of the research of the sign. I've heard from the researchers, but nothing of particular significance came of it. Observation of the sign has been so far limited to 2 individuals, the manager and Sinclair. Due to the limited accessibility of the phenomenon, the only verifiable information so far has been its existence. Researching that which cannot be observed is bound to be difficult. Faust has a point. Aside from Sinclair, none of the centers can actually see the sign. And the same would go for the researchers. Even Sonia said only a select few people could perceive it. If there were more individuals bearing signs, there would be a wider pool for a comparative analysis of statistical samples to narrow down the scope. However, However, records indicate no suitable references exist. At present, the research effort is limited to reducing variables such as whether or not the irregular phenomena are tied to the location where the battle took place. By individuals bearing signs, do you mean people like Damien and Sansa? Wait, then could those guys do what Sinclair did? Pull in some super-powered future self and just wreck everything? Even Sonia? I should step in and put an end to the subject before Odia gets the blues. I don't think so. From what Ishmael and Faust reported back then. Right, Sinclair from the future said sign carries a different power, I think. Maybe, you know, those layers of light rings Damien used to finish off Cromer, or Sansa dragging us into his story, those could be it. Doth thou seem plausible? So none of that information we can confirm yet. Correct. As you have stated, any discussion on the subject would not venture beyond the realm of light speculation. Nothing has been proven yet, ergo, fear would be an unnecessary response at present. Very unideal. This is, at best, grounded in supposition, but it would seem that the researchers are coaxing forth a hypothesis from the vestiges left in the wake of Sinclair's future self. Oh, that bit about the sign maybe being some singularity or whatever? Yeah. That precise position of the hypothesis was that the fundamental principles of the sign working may be equivalent to those of singularities or relics. Oh, that would actually make a lot of sense. But that really just depends on what they'll do with the narrative. But as no actionable evidence was obtained from Sinclair, there is presently no means by which this hypothesis may be validated. I see. Then nothing came out from them dragging Sinclair off for that research. Oh, you also thought I was being dragged off, but still it happened anyway? No, I mean... I'm kidding, just thought I'd try going along with the mood. The old Sinclair wouldn't have even thought to joke around like that. He's really changed lately for the better, I think. So, did anything happen that we should worry about? I stuck close to him just in case, nothing serious came up. Just took some blood, small skin sample. Oh, and they were also checking if the sign reacts to electrical stimulation. Yeah, no, I had to fill out some questionnaires too. Things like, please describe what you remember from the battle exactly as it happened, or list the sensations you felt when you regained consciousness. And your memories of that moment have yet to return. No, I don't know if they'll ever come back, actually. Faust said they only exist with my future self, so... Wait, but for my future self to even have those memories, shouldn't I carry them in the first place? Which comes first? A paradox, it would seem. Such a case. That Sinclair is merely a branch among many possible futures. If the future unfurls into boundless branches by means of ceaseless bifurcation, then the body of information that constitutes a certain future would scatter into grains more fleeting than dust, too diminished to ever reverse their course and trace their path back to the self that now exists. Is that the theory suggested? Not a certainty, but a plausible interpretation. Here you go again, more of that nonsense, only you understand. Oi, memory or not, that future guy still came out of him, didn't he? Then some part of him's gotta be left in there somewhere, yeah? Like muscle memory or whatever. Perhaps you could still pull off some of those tricks from back then. Tricks from back then? Heard you kicked off proper out there. Even pulled out that trick you picked up from that plastered old geezer, right? Not just that, he also used that Mang technique quite effortlessly too. What? That glowing ring thing? Yep, the glowing ring thing. He had 2 of them coiled around his weapon. I used the glowing ring thing? I like how that's how they refer it to. It really is just a glowing ring thing though. This is the first time I'm hearing anything about it. Alright, so what exactly is that glowing ring thing anyway? Maybe some technique that enhances physical capability? I mean, I guess that fleshy aura that makes you feel tough's one part of it. But there's gotta be more, right? Dunno, could be a secret finger that they pass down to their members. Technique here or something like that. Look at it, that black Coney leader, that lay-hang prick, and the nurse fathers we fought, a whole lot of them's fingered, aren't they? The notion seems to unravel, for even among the LCD, there are those who came to wield it, and Virgilius too. So what? Only the proper hard bastards can use it? Some posh top-end trick, is it? Without anyone in particular prompting it, the sinners slowly turned their gaze toward Virgilius' best spot. I only learned to wield it from my team leader, too. I have a sensory understanding of Shin, but I can claim nothing too profound of it. However, what I can spare are some rumors, though they are without proper resources. Rumors? They circulate among elite fixers in the association leadership, that there exists a power called Shin capable of enhancing the body without having to pay expensive upkeep costs. Among fixers, sayest thou? Yes, even the technique to manifest it, how to tips, really spread through heresy. Oh yeah, that tracks. That super rookie column in the latest mag bonus vid. Bro's really popping off with it. Straight up aura farmed with a shiny mang wrapped around the weapon. Did she really just say aura farm? Are you fucking serious? Oh my god. It must be that mine eyes are yet to be privy to seeing such a marvel in the video. Wait, you serious? In the latest issue, literally one of the videotape in the back. Maybe you missed it? Videotape, huh? Alas, for many a week have I been stranded from Mephi, leaving me a chance to read not only the prior chronicle, but the latest one as well. Woe is me. When I return, I shall feast through the night upon those noble exploits of adventuring fixers. As Don Quixote dramatically sprouted to a state of utter dejection, Otis cut into the conversation, her gaze narrowing the suspicion. From what I recall, the mantle of the Shin grants its user a high degree of physical enhancement. There is no such thing as a reinforcement without supplies. No power of that magnitude comes without an equivalent cost to wield it. That power relies on emotion and will for manifestation. Its output is not consistent like prosthesis and augmentation. And depending on how it is used, the consequence it demands can reach levels comparable to the ego you use. Oh. Interesting. You mean to say that it exacts a toll upon the mind? I can walk you through the fundamentals if you like. From what I observed, it appeared to be a technique reserved for those considerable strength. At our current level, it is not unreasonable to assume that we could make use of it. Regarding that, our team leader has been conducting intensive research, and according to her, physical strength itself has little bearing on one's ability to learn to wield Shin. As the Yellow Harpoon says, it is, in essence, a power that can be learned by almost anyone, provided they know the proper method of training. Vespa's brows visibly twitched the moment Yellow Harpoon left Virgilius' lip. Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's a big fan of his own title, the Yellow Harpoon. Yeah, fair enough. Well, it fits, I think. He's got those yellow stripes on his clothes, and he uses harpoon, too. Can he argue with that? If I were to exaggerate, even Senator Yi Sing's pre-contract self could manage to learn it. Pre-contract self. So that implies that anyone contracted to me is leveled by me. So I am as strong as the fucking nurse father at my current level. At least that's what I'm getting here. But why must this self of mine be chosen as the point of comparison? Well, because you're the one-piece one here. Don't let it get to you. Ah, even so, it would be a mistake to assume its power anyone can grasp with ease. As long as you are bound by contracts as sinners, your ability to wield it will be severely limited. Unless you rely on particular identities or come upon an extraordinary circumstance. Shame that. It would have been useful. Hey, then what about me? Can I learn it too? Kira, who had been fidgeting with her fingers, raised an arm and asked, as though she couldn't hold the question back any longer. Come to think of it, the middle nurse father didn't use any shin or mei. Papa never taught me how to use it. He always said I could get stronger with a stupid crutch like that. It wasn't that he didn't teach you, he couldn't. He was a man who probably had never once reflected upon his own sins. A piece of trash like him who would be incapable of even comprehending such a power in the first place. Vespa's response always came back dripping with venomous hatred. Venomous hatred whenever the conversation turns to the topic of the fingers. Kira must have noticed too, or perhaps she simply couldn't find the right words to push back. Either way, she held her tongue, her expression settling into a blend of frustration and something that looked a little too close to sadness. If you want to reduce it to a yes or no, then yes, you'll be able to learn it within the odds in your favor. That is, assuming that the company decides to tolerate your continued existence. I already said I get it. As it stands, you're nothing more than a pending case of disposal. Closer to a threat than you are to an ally, strictly speaking. Don't get comfortable because the manager and the sinners treat you with lenience. Step out of line and you will be the one who pays the price. There was nothing in what Virgilius said that I could argue with. Kira had been a member of the House of Spiders. She'd murdered scores of LCE researchers, and left us with plenty of memories we'd rather not revisit. For now, we're just working together. Not contesting that decision doesn't mean we have no hard feelings toward her. Leaving Kira alone with her thoughts, the sinners slipped back into their own businesses. Snacks, idle chatter, and conversations about whatever had happened around the LCE. The examination has concluded. I suppose it won't be an issue to let you hear about the results together. And before we know it, Hohenheim and Ryoshi returned. Yippee! Wonderful! Oh, goodness. Alrighty. Ren Ketsuen. Sure thing. Let's see the fruits of our labors, the fruits of the research. Okay. To present the conclusion first, no, the notion of the sword being sentient, one, is incorrect. The locus of the will is not the blade, but the scabbard. An ego forged in a rather paradoxical nature, yes, that would be the most appropriate description. Tish, not a sentient sword, huh? Ryoshu grumpy dismissal made the scabbard quiver, almost as if it had taken offense. Somehow I felt like I could understand what Hohenheim meant by will now. It was a reunion of sorts, one that gave both a tinge of sadness and hope. If the scabbard has its own will, does that mean the owner of that will can be resurrected? It is too premature to deliberate on the matter. The state of existence under question is not one that may be defined as death at the moment. I assume they asked whether it can be revived or brought back to life, so to speak. Even supposing that survival is a fixable variable, and that the reconstitution of the original corporeal body falls within the realm of theoretical possibility, the probability approaches zero, given the limits of today's technology and conditions. We researchers are inclined to entertain even infinitesimal chances, but in the terminology of the lay people like yourself, such as prospect, would be labeled impossible, wouldn't it? There's no need to fixate on the possibilities of the present, Manager Dante. Such matters are reserved for us scientists to hold on to. Right. But we may have uncovered a thread, something that could lead to restoring Sinner Ryoshu's memories. Though again, that too is merely a possibility. A far more practical avenue for you to pursue at the moment, nevertheless. And to that end, yes, further analysis of the scabbard itself will be necessary. Coordinate with Alan for your next duty. He should still be in the ring nurse father's quarters. That will be all. Hohenheim cut himself off there, clamping his mouth shut as if any further exchange might scatter and mess up the theories he'd constructed in our conversation. Alright then, before you go, anyone want to tag along? Munching on food, averting their gaze, the sinners were pretending they weren't interested at all. But going by the way their forks had long stopped moving, it was pretty clear to me that they'd been intently listening in our conversation. Where are we to go? Ah, right, sorry. Forgot the rest of you weren't there with us earlier. Faust, Don Quixote, Ryoshu, and I have been checking where each back door leads. Oh, and Kirito. The prisoner of war, executive manager? Well, we talking about me? Oh, well, yeah, I guess. I'm working with them too, yeah. Best remember to tread carefully. Should you cause even the slightest harm to the executive manager, you'll be held accountable without exception. Yeah, sure, whatevs. Kira needled at Otis with a mocking pout, but oddly enough, she didn't appear particularly irritated. Anyway, I think it'd be better if we had a few more people, just to be safe. One of the doors we went into earlier led straight into the ring's corridor. That was a close call. Otis and Heathcliff's hands shot up the moment I finished speaking. I would very much like to accompany you, Executive Manager. I knew I could rely on you, Otis. Your recognition to my loyalty honors me, Executive Manager. I, Otis, understand better than anyone your concern about the peril of working with a prisoner of war is so liable to betray. To have your indispensable self proceed with only a handful of soldiers under your command, this cannot stand. I'm afraid I won't be able to focus on duties without personally seeing to your safety. I get it, Otis. You've made your point clear enough. Not keen on how I just keel over the moment you summoned me. Feels a bit dodgy. Better I stick by your side and scrap it out by myself. You probably don't need me to come along then. I guess you can just summon the rest of us like you did earlier if shit hits the fan. Our research yet unfinished holds my efforts. I shall join you once it has found closure. Haha, I don't think I can be much help wherever you're going. I'll pass. I will follow you if that's your order, Manager. No, it's fine. Just get some rest. It'll probably be okay. I can always summon them again if things get too dangerous. For now, I should go see Helen again. What's the point of bringing the singers along now? If I can just summon them anytime. Do they not grow as characters at this point? Oh, fucking goodness gracious. Oh, my bean. Bean gracious. Alright. Sauron. Who the hell is Sauron? Sonachi. What the fuck? Oh. That's right. I have you now. I do have you now. Okay. Let's see. Smash. We got a Smash team up in here. Alright, what team do I have that's smashable? It's not really a smashable team, I must say. I think this is more of a smashable team. This works for me.
이번엔 어떤 실험인가요? 함께하자.
Yeah, it's a quite smashable
따뜻하게
team, I must say.
혹은 뜨겁게
Yeah,
명령하실 때까지 자리에서 대기하겠습니다.
yeah. I think so. Yeah.
시험을
일이란
개체 유형
I
확인.
sound retarded. Oh my god. So tired too. Fuck me. It's very tired. Ah, you've arrived. I was waiting for you. We strifed through and isolated the doors with the highest probability of leading into the ring's gallery. The next step would be to enter the alternate door you mentioned, but hold on a sec. I was actually gatekeeping more stuff. Huh? Gatekeeping? Are you saying you have more to tell us about gates, doors? Yep. That door over there? Pretty sure it connects to Encorp's nest. I saw Albina going in, all hyped about some canned whatever it was. And that wooden door with the bandages wrapped all around the handle. Papa would go in there to cross out vengeances. From what the book said, it's probably a turf protected by the thumb subsidiary or something. Unlike earlier, when she offered only vague snippets, even about just a single door, Kira was now feeding Alan a stream of intel that seemed solid even to someone as clueless about the back door as me. Huh. She's far more cooperative than anticipated, even after that Alan character roughed her up, from what I hear. Yeah. You'd think she'd climb up out of spite. I wonder if she changed her mind about cooperating with us. Nevertheless, Mustn't let our guard down, Executive Manager. There's no telling what she'll turn on us. Freaking, I can literally hear everything you're saying, you know. Alright then, based on the intel, please proceed by investigating the safest doors first. As for the high-risk ones, I'll continue checking and let you know which ones you need to enter. Alan tinkered with the devices around him and flashed a couple of doors with blue light. Guess that means the start of those. Which do you guys want to go first? They all look the same, just start with the closest one. Oh, God. Ah, goodness. My bad, fellas. So tired. Well, Alan did say these are the safest ones, so it shouldn't matter which one. Just as I reached for the nearest door, as Heathcliff told me to, Ryoshu suddenly veered off, stopping in front of another one that stood a few steps apart. This door feels familiar. You recognize that door? I think I passed through it a few times while I was little. Probably had Ryoshu stopped speaking when a fragmented memory painted over in parts slipped into my mind. Sorry, it hurt a lot, didn't it? I shouldn't have finished my homework faster. Oh, I know. Let's go for a walk. But I don't recall much about it. The memory just now. Could it be Taito Raya? Let's start with that door. Oh, okay. This one? Yeah, why not? Here we go. Impatient as ever, Heathcliff shoved the door open and strode in first. The rest of us followed, including Kira and the other sinners. And this place is, judging by the state, it seems to be a welfare facility located with a nest, most likely a park. Every saw walking here is dragging some animal along. It means they've got some money to burn. Proper rich lot, this place. The walk past Ryoshu's mention in her memory, and the sight of people fussing over there. Oh my god. Fussing over their pets. The pieces clicked together, and I voiced the other memory I saw back at the House of Spiders. Did you ever come here with a puppy named Saru? Yeah, I remember that. Not a puppy, though. Saru was a bit bigger by then. Sorry, it hurt a lot, didn't it? Oh, it's the same line. Oh, Saru! Why isn't she getting any better? I gave her lots to eat. Oh, I know. Wanna go for walkies? You love walkies, don't you, Saru? There's this workshop Dad always visits. The door is connected to the park. We could go right now. Lucia's childhood memory burned bright with my vision passing. Oh god. What the hell? That was her as a kid? Verily, such gentleness doth seem most unlike the young Ryoshu. Hey, Clock, who said you could show them my memories willy-nilly? No, come on, you know it's not something I can control. Good grief. Back at the House of Spiders, I was the only one who could see the vision of Ryoshu's past. This time, though, her memory seemed to manifest for everyone around. Just like, well, we experienced the H-Corp with Honolulu. Which probably means, why are you all staring at me? It's so random, what the hell? You did not see that just now? See what? You guys zoning out together? I guess it doesn't apply to Kira. But then again, unlike how it was between Lin Dayu and Honolulu, Kira doesn't have any direct connection to Ryoshu, so I guess it makes sense. Was that adorable hound thy companion of old, young Ryoshu? Indeed, my one and only best friend. And because of that, Saru would be locked away in the vault every time I had to depart on an assignment, with a spiral driven through her. The first ever leash. Looking back, it might have been a kinder fate had she died sooner. To inflict such cruelty upon a voiceless animal, how could such wickedness be born? What happened to Saru in the end? She died before her time. I don't recall why, but there was this day where Saru wouldn't stop whimpering in pain, and I shut myself in my room crying. You were? Not someone else? Who else? Of course, it was me. Even after witnessing the fragments of memory, Heathcliff looked utterly unconvinced. Then while I was grieving, Callisto offered a solution. He said he would give me a gift the next day. And what I received was something called the Beast Bone Blade. A tanto that would whine and yelp in Saru's voice with every swing. Ew, no way. I was never this with the creepy with Robot Unk. So that's how he killed our dog, huh? No, he didn't kill Saru. That Tanto is alive. Did you just say alive? Bloody hell. Right nutter, that's psycho. Her eyes were embedded in, like, the adornments, and they'd stared at me in acute accusation. The tiny heart beat as though it was quaking with fear. It was a horrible sight, and I felt pity. So I shortened what remained of her time with my own hands. Got me thinking after hearing all that. Why do you still mess with that art thing then? Let's be honest, after seeing something like that, you'd want to steer well clear. Right? Those things he called artworks, well, were also cursed, straight up nightmare fuel. Like, I haven't really checked out the ring's artwork outside Albina, her nurse father's, so maybe I'm just a noob when it comes to all that. But yeah, their stuff never gave me any art vibes for real. I thought the same. Well, I was terrified at first. Yet as I learned more, there was some facets that suited my taste. Thou findest appeal in those grotesque creations? From what you've told me about Callisto, it looks like he failed to stick to his own advice. But there is something he always used to say. Art is a woolly subject, and thus one never expects the understanding of others. The uncanny, the horrible, there's a beauty that lies in the grotesqueness of it all. Can't say I get it, but if you say so. Nah, but bloody hell, how do you end up getting used to that kind of thing? Why do you need to understand? You're not an artist. I got used to it, but that bastard Callisto's installation artworks caused night terrors and his nightmares for... Rattle. The scabbard moved and Ryoshu came to a pause. It trembled, but there was at once a strange likeness to it, as though it quivered between fear and anticipation. Night terrors, crawling from nightmares in the house of spiders. There was actually someone who got scared of ring stuff back. Oh my god. Back in your day? I need to check something. We've seen enough here. Let's go back. Yeah, let's. Nothing else worth checking around here anyway. With the inspection complete, we quickly followed Ryoshu back. She stood in front of the artworks covered in sheets of cloth lost in thought. Right here, there used to be a huge artwork display here. I don't know what kind of impulse struck him, but the bastard went fussing, saying he needed practice so he wouldn't lose his touch. Mommy? What's wrong? Over there. Though, I told you to keep the exhibition in your room. Ah, you've returned, Yoshihide. I decided to attempt installation art of somewhat larger scale this time, but I ran out of space in my gallery. Mommy, please. People are screaming. Dearest Yoshihide, Araya has reached an age where she may be introduced into the world of aesthetics. Surely this wouldn't be a problem. It would. You liking it and me acquiring the taste doesn't mean Araya will. Let's get you back to your room. I was hugging something in my arms. It was crying. Sorrow? No, it was too big to be sorrow. The lacerated memories can never be made by those no matter how many fragments are glued together. We could tell Ryoshu everything we knew about Araya, but it never truly reached her. I see that, this hollow void, this must be Araya. The sensation of emotion for what's been emptied begin to entangle with Ryoshu's memory, and that makes it possible for us to reminisce about Araya together. The soft rattle Araya gave seemed to show how pleased she was with the small step. Alright, time to check out the next door. We entered several more back doors that Alan pointed out, but unfortunately, none of the place we ended up at stirred Ryoshu's memories any further. Pretty much nothing here. I don't think we're done, What the? How'd they get here? Startled, Kira pointed ahead where figures wearing animal masks were hauling what looked like massive lumps of flesh hidden behind their tent of sorts. Those ring assassins from before. Didst thou not say thou hast sealed the door earlier? How then did these villains come to stand before us once more? They probably infiltrated via an entirely separate route. Another back door. As you can see, their objective appears to be the retrieval of the ring nurse father's artworks. Get on with it! We need to move as many pieces. Oh goodness, we need to move as many pieces as we can before it pull out. Hey, but I thought Robo-Unk was washed? He's got so many fanboys and fangirls here. Ha! Does this artwork possess valiance in of itself? Or is it just a case of posthumous premium of death effect? Think about it. Some of the pieces have already been taken. Of course, they're of little value to both our companies. Watching them sweating and struggling to drag those mediocre pieces down, pretty funny. But imagining how those pieces will be labeled with something pathetic of Notion heritage connected to my name on their description plaques, pretty unsavory. They may be occupied with transporting these objects for now. They will be likely soon find cause to harm the Wayfarer and the LCE personnel stationed here, Executive Manager. It would be prudent to eliminate them without any delay, considering the ring's reputation. Otis is right, better to wipe them out before they try anything stupid. Guys, looks like we've got another job to do. Lend me a hand. The radio didn't buzz with the sinner's replies this time, but it should be fine. Alrighty then, another fight to add to the list. We must kill these little bastards. Oh, this song is so hard.
패턴을
This song is so
파악하는 게
good.
집중 잃지 말라고.
Looks
그리고
so.
일단 시작하면 끝나기 전까지 갈기는
Ah,
거지.
yes. Wonderful. Wow. Strong start, can't lie. Good job. Good job.
약점을 잘
Oh, goodness gracious. Man, at least that's Tigers.
그간의 전투 경험이 버거우지 적합한 조치였습니다.
Oh boy. Come on, fellas. Oh shit.
그대로
Damn,
어리
Kieran is going.
땡하기 전까지 손가락 하나 까딱하지 마.
Alright then. Let's kill these bastards. Right now.
완벽한 한 발을 위해
Get steady. I must kill these bastards. Even if I like the furry ones, they're so cool. The furry ones are so cool. Why do I have to kill them? Why?
확실히 훌륭한 일본 수감자. 덕분에 위험한
Oh, wow.
순간도 넘어간 적이 많았지.
It just cannot be helped. Goodness gracious. Oh boy. Come on, fellas. Do your magic shit. What the fuck, man? You're supposed to clash. How dare you?
성과가 있는 것 같은데?
그들이
Do this.
아가씨께 좋은 스승이 되어준 것 같아.
There you go. Not bad at all. Alright, this works. Go, Honolulu. Kill that guy. Or I will, at the end of this chance. What? Come on, Honolulu, come on, Honolulu. Yeah! There you go, you're not useless after all. Good job, good job.
무파법을 이제야 좀 이해했고
Oh shit. Alright.
어때? 사람을 단축하니 보기 좋아지지 않았나?
I see. Huh. Onwards.
완벽한 한 발을 위해
Snipe that little bitch. Yeah, good job. Snipe three bitches. Nice.
신선한 돼지거리.
Oh, come
인내심
on.
많고 자상하다고 선물까지 그럴 거라 생각한
Nice.
거야?
Good shit. Inner gate elbow strikes. I feel like Inner Gate is a Naruto reference to my guy. That would be funny if that's true.
잘했다는
전부
칭찬은
녹여서
생략하는 게
썰어버려도
좋겠지.
Oh
상관없지?
boy. Let's go English this one. Can you use it? Oh no, I can't. Okay. Wonderful. Kill. It's time to kill, fellas.
소각되었습니다.
Kill! Yoink. Yoink.
확인.
Nice. Oh shit. go. Summon the geese. The goose. Yeah. Untitled Stagnant. There we go. You sentence him to death. There you go. Wonderful. I agree. There we go. Look at him.
피해 산출값이 예상 범위를 벗어났는데요.
저랑 비교 지표가 있는지 모르겠고 유사 실험 기록이 있다면 바로 전송해주겠어.
Does in fact kick good job, Ishmael.
이미 우리는 손에
Alright,
많은
here.
피해를 쳤잖아.
They're weak
명령
to
일어난다고
smash 'em,
달라지는 건 없어.
but I don't want to just smash them, you know. Yeah, fuck it. They're smash. What? An Apollos? Oh, I guess not. Oh well. This ought to do it. Wonderful. Kill!
진행하겠습니다.
Yes!
효력.
Legit, man. Holy crap. Oh my goodness. Not bad at all. Good job, Ishmael. Ishmael. Good job, good job. Nice.
방금의 움직임
There we go.
도말할 것 없이 100점 만점입니다.
Yeah, there you go, Kira. Get some shit in.
이런 거
Nice,
있으면
nice. Triple
응답이거든.
slash. One of the best Merceaus of all time. Look at him go. I want that fairy Merceau after a while. That was so cool.
한 번에
Alright,
우위를 점하셨군요. 이 기세라면
Alright then,
이번
last
대회도
one.
무난히
Time to
승리하실 수 있을
die.
겁니다, 아가씨.
wonderful.
소각되었습니다.
And that should be it.
이번에도
Not
잘해줬어.
bad at all, fellas. I killed them
유익한 책을
all.
또 하나
Ah,
늘었네.
ah, ah. Alright,
도시에는
that wasn't so
내가
bad at
모르는
all.
것들.
With this, the last of the rigs of the traders have been eradicated. Is that all of them? Ryoshu kept glancing around as if searching for someone, but unfortunately no other ring members were in sight. Right, but where the hell were those lot coming from anyway? Weren't just the first wave had more of those sods legging it in from the back like they'd been lurking somewhere else. According to the tracking logs recorded by the surveillance devices installed here, they appear to have crossed over from another corridor. Another corridor? What precisely does this designation another corridor refer to? The room resembled as a shopping mall, the one filled with branches of toys on display. Your company, if I recall correctly, designated it as the corridor of the Middle Nurse Father. Oh! I suggest we relocate there. Your assigned tasks here have been wrapped up. Oh, and before we set off, do you have any information to share in advance? We are planning to compile a comprehensive encyclopedia catalog of the notable characteristics of these corridors and all of their connection loci. Your cooperation will be most appreciated. Kira seemed to hesitate, gnawing at her nails as if she were going through an inner struggle. Before long, however, she snapped out of it like she just locked up in on a decision. Sure, I have stuff to tell you, like hella stuff. Some parts are kind of fuzzy, not gonna lie, but I can still recall like 20 places clear enough. I mean, it was home for me and Papa, so I got nothing. I never once regarded that fucker's room as a home, but my memories of it are all fragments at best. Scabbard gave a faint restless stir. Perhaps he wanted to comfort Ryoshu, and the only way it could. And accompanied by its tremors, we began our move toward the corridor of the middle. Yippee! Finally! More middle shit. Alright, fellas. I'm gonna take a pause right here. I shall be right back. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I woke up with a dying sore throat, but I'm fine and I'm doing just fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I promise I'm fine. Probably. Maybe. Probably fine. But we shall see. We shall find out now. Or next time. Or this time. Any other time. Alright, we're doing it. We're doing it. Alright. School. Wait a minute. gonna be all blunt again. A diggity darn. Yes. Onwards! Oh wow. It's the woman, the child, the fella. The heck, they swiped everything that wasn't nailed down, huh? For that I spied thither half of thy worldly possessions, articulated fixtures for figurines, video game cartridges. I'm not talking about my toy box, Kay. I had a hell of many of them anyway. My TV's gone, the couch too. As Kira said, the only conspicuous empty space was left was the television and family couch that used to be. Oh, those? The LCD researchers hauled them away. From the sound of it, they're going to set them up in their staff lounge. As for the leather and ornaments, they said they'll be selling them off. Yeah? Oda seemed to notice something in the moment that she caught Kira's wistful look. The corners of her lips curled into a faint smile as she spoke with the feigned nonchalant. Who knows, with sufficient cooperation, perhaps they'd become more receptive to the idea of returning those items. Assuming much? I never said I wanted them back. Anyway, I'll tell you all about what I want to know. What I know. So come this way if you want to. These two doors here, made from paper and wood, they connect to S-Corp. And the one reinforced with steel, that one leads to V-Corp backstreets, where, having lived here and made frequent use of the doors herself, Kira was clearly the right person for the job of identifying where each door Wayfarer company had asked us to explore led. Directed by Kieran and accompanied by Ellen, we checked the doors one by one. Good work. All data seems to match. Thank you for your cooperation. Until there was just one back door left open. I know this isn't anything new, but I gotta say, these back doors are just too bloody convenient. Them portals, too. Ugh, sorry. Ugh, goodness. Wow! Ugh, fuck. Wow! Oh! Wow! 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 Fuck! Oh, goodness. Okay. Alright. Oh, I'm good. Alright. It ain't doing anything shady like the warp trains either, is it? Yours as simple as turning the knob and entering? Seems to me you'll outpace your business rival in no time. I'm a bit hard-pressed to agree with the too convenient sentiment when it comes to using backdoors and portals, but since your intent was to claim Wayfarer's superiority over the current W-Corp, I'll take that as a compliment. Did I say something wrong? Every technology comes with a cost, Heathcliff. Aptly said. While this has been a workday relatively free of casualties thanks to the quality of information you have provided, due to the Wayfarer Company's primary services include pathfinding, path security, and path maintenance, each of those services is fraught with life-threatening dangers for our employees. Some never return after embarking on a pathfinding journey, some are killed while battling monstrous entities, whose exact natures haven't been confirmed yet, that appear in the liminal space between paths. It also costs a pretty penny to keep the secured path well secure. I'd say our operating cost is on the rather steep side, especially considering that we're also trying to prevent our rivals from taking this corner of the market. Thinking back, I don't think I've seen Alan enter a door to the new location with his helmet off. It must be one of his precautions, just in case. Maybe his dry smile and unsettling lack of reaction to anything are hints that he simply seemed too much to be fazed by most horrors. Oh boy. No, God. Still, our work's gotten considerably easier for this job thanks to help from everyone here. Honestly, this partnership is working much better than I expected. Very well then, let's take a closer look at the last door. The last door Papa used to walk through all the time. I followed Kira to the door, and the second I crossed over the threshold, a breeze carrying an oddly familiar salty smell tickled the tip of my nose. One of my clock hands. This one connects to somewhere in the general Great Lake area, it seems. Welcome to U-Corp's giant Stingray port ship. Stingray, huh? Why does that ring a bell? Hang on a minute. It's that place, isn't it? The port ship that has Solon de Malayu? Whatever the fuck. Her private hair salon. Heathcliff chimed in with a shudder, as though the sheer weight behind his words terrified him. Oh, doth it signify then that we shall finally be made audience to young Heathcliff and his hairdo most luscious? Yeah, quit it with the luscious nonsense, lass. Why encourage me now when you were so cavalier about blasting my villainous arse back at the lake? Indeed, alas, 'tis true that punishment wrought upon our merry band hath severely outweighed the crime. Wouldst thou not agree, young Heathcliff, that to put the coupons to use would remedy thy pain a smidge? Ha, bugger it. I ain't even got anyone to spruce up for anymore. Sweet, then can I use them? We're regulars at the Mullock's pallet place Papa made and me. Papa would ask the middle fam for a favor, and he'd bring loads of coupons back home. They give away her coupons every 10 visits, you see, so what am I even yapping about? All excited. Kira, who seemed ready to launch into a cheerful rant, came into an abrupt pause like a bike tripping over a ledge. Her face fell as she lowered her gaze and scuffed a pebble away. Looking back, I guess Papa did hella care for me, so why... But it's also true these guys went out of their way to get me out of there even though they didn't know me so well. Why is it gotta be so complicated? What? Matthias gave you that unaesthetic bullcrap. The heck is a BC? Bowl cut. Bro, listen, like I said, that's not how you shorten these things. For some reason, Ryosha seemed also gleeful to hear Kira correcting her acronym. It was reminiscent of that self-satisfied look she'd get after confusing us with these acronyms, especially during the early days of our bus journey. Thinking back, ever since Sinclair's translations became reliable enough, the sinners had less reason to voice their frustrations with Ryoshu's acronyms, which in turn gave her fewer causes to snicker about. I'm not sure why, but something tells me that she might be making her acronyms ridiculously incomprehensible on purpose. If your conjecture is correct, Executive Manager, she has one tasteless sense of humor. From what I recall, the toys and games he was into were pretty retro. Must have been annoying to play along. At first, but the more I played along, the more I got into it. Still corny and juvenile as shit, though. I know aught of that conflict within thee. Trifling and apocryphal they may be, yet we all compelled to peer inwards at the interests of the family. Yeah, I wanted to know what Papa was into, to really get what he was talking about. Besides, I needed to know these things if I wanted to chat him up and talk about a mutual subject, so... He'd tell me about you all the time, Yoshihide. Proud shit. Not a day went by without him saying stuff like Yoshihide learned this in 2 days, or yo, this was Yoshihide's fave, you know? Too bad I wasn't here to tell you that his words weren't worth shit. I once thought of him as the same as you do now. A good man, at least among nurse fathers, caring enough to bring me gifts. But one day I realized that he'd never understand the things I really cared about, even in his life had depended on it. One day, thou sayest, pray tell, was there aught that had changed thy perception of that man? That, I don't remember when or why, just that it happened. Wait, I might know this. Wasn't it something that happened at school? Papa told me that things started getting awkward between you and him ever since you quit school. Bullshit, I've never been to school. I never even thought of wanting to go to school. Matthews must have been talking out of his ass again. Huh? No way, bro. I even saw a clip of it. What? Papa showed me that video when he was teaching me how to use these doors. I even saw baby you going, I'm off to school, Dad, in that video. So I'm pretty dang sure. But I don't... As Kira went on, Ryoshi's confidence in her initial report seemed to slip away. I couldn't blame her, so much of her memory had been mutilated. Ryoshi didn't sound like she was denying it out of hand, though. She seemed to mean it when she said she'd never been to school and had never ever wanted to. And I want to glimpse the fragment of memory that made her say that. The moment I willed it, a scene from her past suddenly flashed across my eyes. Very well, Yoshihide. I will register you into an institution that is not entirely dissimilar from school. There is a subsidiary of the Ring. Academy. You sure it was a school? Not like an art academy? Or something like that? Perchance it be an academy, not a school? Wait, that kind of makes more sense, yeah. Must have been an academy, not a school. Academy of Art. Ha! Ryoshi muttered a few words as though they were pieces of a puzzle she was assembling. Then after a brief moment she turned toward me with an astounded scoff and... Oh goodness. And a look of mild irritation. Clock! You deserve a smack. Wow. Smack me next! What the fuck? Then lightly smacked me upside the head with her scabbard. What was that for? The memory sucks, Clock. I would have been just fine without it. But at least I got to remember the incident that changed my perspective on Matthias. Dad, how do I go to school? School? Yoshihide? Well, I don't see why you would wish, let alone need, to go to such an institution where we nurse fathers are here to provide you with all the education you will require. You would later find our unique styles of homeschooling to have been much more enlightening than trudging through any of the nest's formulaic educational systems. Oh, good God. But Dad, I saw him in a picture book, and I don't have any friends here. Oh, Rain and his pointless. But it is true that here there are qualities that can be learned only through group erudition that engenders competition. Very well, Yoshihide. I will register you into an institution that is not entirely dissimilar from school. Really? I did send Yoshihide to an academy as part of my educational curriculum. There's an Academy of Art, a subsidiary of the Ring. Companionship with the other talented children of approximately her age, will nourish the spirit of inspiration that will guide Yoshihide's growth. The prescript approves. But Callisto, I'll tell you now that you might be making a mistake. And how are you certain of that? Do elaborate if you can. Hand puppet of the prescripts by whom every aspect of existence is articulated. What do you even know of a choice of what's right or wrong? And off they went. Perhaps a little situational awareness would have prevented what is to come. Callisto had found me a rather decent academy. The artworks that used to scare me when I was alone weren't so bad when I was with the other kids. No, that's not quite it. It'd be more accurate to say that I started to understand people's perspectives on beauty. Of course I would, when all we ever did was nod along to the lectures and spout purple prose, all the while making pincushions out of people's bodies like it was nothing. Oh shit. Our lesson today will focus on corporeal techniques. Now, take a good look at the diagram here, then the mannequins before you. Weave the blood vessels in the same pattern as the diagram, and... I don't know why we're even learning about corporeal stuff in this day and age, right? I don't even get what the point of this slog is. Tying and shaping blood vessels to make a color that a drop of ink can do better. I read that in a book. I'm more excited to learn about Cubist technique than this crap. Honestly, why is this washed up movement even a part of the curriculum? It's just boring, shallow gore stuff. No, it's gory, but it's boring and shallow only because you guys are bad at it. What? No, you're mad because your daddy's a lame corporist. Oh, is he? No wonder her stuff is just as... Ow! I was taught that people who say bad things about my family deserve to get their butt kicked. Them bad-mouthing Callisto wasn't actually what set me off. I didn't have any special reverence to attachment to family like Matthias did either. It's just what I was taught to dislike, that's all. Just one of those tantrums kids of that age have. Kids will be kids and all that. Hey buddy, you're home early. Oh man, must have been playing rough today, huh? You've got dust all over. Got into a fight. A fight? Yeah. They kept saying dumb things about class stuff, so I smacked them. What about you? They didn't hit you anywhere, did they, buddy? On my cheek, but it's okay, cause I punched them this many more times. Did I do good? That's my girl. Dad? Where are you going? Oh, you know, just some business to take care of. Why don't you sit tight and work on a coloring book? Dad'll be home for you before you know it. Okay. Is it bro business? No, it's family business. I ain't seen what's so bad about taking care of your own. Them snotty sods don't learn respect unless you beat it into them. If only he'd been a simple-minded fool like you, then the story would have ended there with a pat on my head. What? Papa, I mean the middle doesn't stop there. It never does. You hurt a member of the family, that automatically gets you written up in the book. Yeah, and he did what he did in the end. Holy shit! Huh? Haha, there you are, you should hide. Is class starting already? My diligent little girl. Wonder who she takes after. Dad? I know, I said I'll be back before you know it. But I got a bit lost trying to find my way through the ring bastards' tricky mazes. You know how they are. Holy shit. Oh yeah, there's so many sniveling brats here. Well, as for crimes, they slapped my buddy's face hard enough to leave a mark. That's an arm for you. As for the instructors, well, anyone would agree that they did one sorry job for keeping these tykes under control. In that case, pursuant to Title 2, Section 52 of the book, Execution by Beheading, they clearly don't got much use for what sits on their shoulders, eh? How do you like it, buddy? Papa's the best, ain't he? How dare he! Such senseless, barbaric violence! Uncultured, uncivilized animal! Don't be discouraged, dearest Yoshihai. I have eyed out yet another academy worthy of your talents. It is a much more significant and prestigious institution this time. I assure you, even an intemperate berserk like Matthews won't dare force his way to such a place as he did to the previous academy. Don't wanna, Yoshihai. I don't want to go to an academy. I don't want to go. I don't need friends anyway. For all his posturing, nothing that was ever important to me held any significance to Matthias. He took a lot away from me just to feel good about himself. So I hoped he, more than anyone, would never find out about the things I held dear, because I was afraid he would take them away from me like he did the others. But he'd always catch on faster than he had any right to. Every contract that took me away from the House of Spiders made me tremble in anxiety, because I was worried about, I don't remember what, but I do know that I could never stop thinking about my room. So whatever occupied the room in my absence must have been the most precious thing to me in the world. The scabbard, which had been stirring lightly as Ryoshu recounted her past, soon began to rattle audibly. It's doing that thing again. Ryoshu patted the scabbard with a gentle, reassuring hand. The scabbard that was once Araya, a memory without attachment. It appeared to me as almost as though she was pacifying a crying child. Seeing that gesture, Heathcliff briefly cast a sullen yet faintly expectant gaze between Ryoshu's scabbard and my device. He must be thinking back to his last conversation with Catherine. But Catherine's existence, unlike Araya's, was erased by the golden bow itself. I doubt this device could do anything for Heathcliff at this point. Goodness. From everything we know, the ring nurse father seems to have the least awful parental figure in your childhood. Huh? Yeah. Didn't know that Robo-Unk was such a radical guy. He sent you to an academy like you wanted and even got angry on your behalf. Oh. Hazy memories. Almost forgot to mention. A few days after that, Callisto left a snowman by my pillow as a gift. It was made of heads. Heads? Yes, decapitated heads from the incident at the academy. Threaded together into a sculpture. Thinking back, it was once our excuse for an art. He's sorely mistaken if he thought some low-effort bullshit like that could make me feel better. Could have spared us the details last. Well, with that covered, do you guys want to head back? Hang on. What's up? Gonna get that luscious treatment before I head back? Shut it, you! That ain't it. Look here. Those blokes walking out of the salon. Favis, ain't they? They found us. It would not be an odd to find a field branch of the Ring's art movement in different districts of the city, especially that of the Favis scale. However, various evidence such as their masks and the fact that their groups has immediately drawn their attention suggests that they are in the same pack as one with the marking regular incursions into the head of spiders. This is LCB speaking to Team Leader Alan, requesting immediate commencement of lockdown sequence. Copy that. Then why don't we... Holy shit, guys, stop! Bloody hell, what? Do you know where you are? You're smack dab in the middle protected turf. Cause a scene and bros and sisters of the middle be here any second. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a problem. You've already drawn the Ring's unwanted attention. We certainly don't want the middle coming after us to the House of Spiders too. Sounds like you've got a... GI? Talk. Ever played Whack-A-Mole? Like, why give ourselves a countdown? Just head back through the door now and beat up whoever thinks it's a great idea to walk through the door. She puts forth a sound strategy, Executive Manager. As long as there's no high-ranking officer among them, it would be to our benefit. Well then, let's do as Kira says. That was quick. Alan blinked, shooting us a puzzled look as our entire squad came pouring through the door long before he had finished locking the lockdown sequence. Due to newly emergent complications past the door, we have concluded that this location is the optimal point to interact and engage the infiltrators from the ring. This location, you say? Ah, wait. That door leads to a zone under the Syndicate or Wing's protection, doesn't it? Better idea to fight here, then. I happen to work with someone quick on the uptake. It wasn't long before five of us began rushing in through the open door. I didn't want to summon them while they're relaxing, but, well, it can't be helped. And I summoned the sinners back to work.
Yippee! Back to work! Wahoo!
Let's kill these bastards. No!
또
alright.
유격하실 거라면
Ooh,
전
okay.
빠지겠습니다.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, okay. Oh, okay. Alright, yeah. Alright. Yeah.
진행하겠습니다.
Kill! No! Oh, shit. You got this, Kira. There you go. Good job. Probably the strongest bastard here.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
Wait a minute. Probably not. I just realized. They nerfed Kira. What the fuck? She used to have like a couple thousand of health, didn't she? Now she's weak as hell. Oh, come on. She's not even contracted to us. That's bullshit. That's bullshit and you know it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright then. Yeah, let's do this. I need to build up magic bullet anyways. Yeah, there we go. I'll do that. I need to build up magic bullet. Magic bullet. God damn it.
짜증나게.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes! Beat his ass. Good job, Honru. God damn. Oh shit. No! Otis, what the fuck? Oh, we are so fucked. Ah, we're so fucked. Okay, maybe we're not fucked, but still, it's bullshit. Wait, she's level 65. What level are these assholes? They're level 60. Okay, good to know.
충분해.
우리 의뢰가 아니잖아.
Wait a minute. Does this have attack weight? I keep forgetting. No, it doesn't have attack weight. Okay. It would not be good to waste that here. Oh boy. Alright. Ooh. That's not good at all. Alright. That should probably kill. And that too. That should probably kill. Alright. Wonderful! Good job, Rodion! Rodion!
저 개체는 오래 버티지 못하겠군요.
Come on, there we go.
효과적인
Yes!
모든 놈은 다시 돌아
Kill!
네 머리 위에 내려질 것이다.
Good job. I wonder why it does such weak damage. How dare you. Could have been better.
제 행위. 그렇다.
Magic bullet. Good job. Good job. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh.
하긴
Wonderful. Golly.
적자됐어. 타올라.
Alright, not bad.
옳다.
그대로 어른. 땡하기 전까지 손가락 하나 까딱하지 마.
Damn. think. Actually, I might be able to this one. Alright, I'll kill that guy. I won't want to waste bullets on you. Gotta kill you, so I'll do that. And then you, I'll just go out all out of these guys. There we go. Wonderful. Once more, do your silly ego.
Yes!
My form empties. Wonderful. Full wonder.
나라도 그렇게 했을 테지. 말하면 훌륭하군.
Well done. Not bad at all. And I got staggered. Good job, Otis. Good job.
움직임. 두말할 것 없이 100점 만점입니다, 아가씨.
이런 것쯤이야.
There you go.
깜고들.
Inner geek elbow strike.
그간의 전투 경험이 쓸모가 없진 않아.
And there's more of them. God damn it. Alright, now's your chance to be a big shot. Now's your chance to be a big shot. Be a big shot. Oh, I see. Okay. He's gonna get attacked twice. As long as he wins this, it could be pretty good, I guess. Oh boy. It's gonna be tough for Hung Lu, I gotta say. Get him! Get him! Yes! Fuck him up! Ow!
Yeah!
Honestly, I expected a little more damage, but that's fine. And you're fucked. God damn it, Hung Lu. That was still 3, so obviously he's gonna outflash Hung Lu pretty well. Oh my god, they inflict sinking. I forgot about that.
이만큼 효율적인 일도 없잖아. 괜찮은 공격이네요. 앞으로도 그렇게만
boy.
해주세요.
Ultraviolet breaking slayer. Hell yeah. Look at that shit. That was awesome.
여관에 가면 또 한참을 떠드시네.
전부 녹여서 썰어버려도 상관없지?
바리에게 해줄 이야기가 또 늘었군요.
I feel like you could take this, right? We'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
대체어가 진행하겠습니다.
Alrighty, there we go. Wonderful. Look at that attack weight. It's fucking perfect. Hell yeah, good job.
한 번에 우위를 점하신
Perfect, man.
이 기세라면 이번 대련도 무난히 승리하실 수 있을 겁니다, 아가씨.
Birdie. Magic bullet. Magic bullet, fire! Yes! Look at that. That was beautiful.
계속하면 되겠네.
Wonderful. Kill him! Or at least burn him alive, woman. Burn him! Yes! Just what we needed. Nice. Arrestor! Arrestor! Oh! Beautiful. Wonderful. Nice. Alright.
암기, 불안과 공포.
This is
그런
wonderful.
것들이 들끓을 때가 가장 귀해.
Alright, guys. Kill! Kill! Now!
지금 결혼 그렇게 시원하게 처리하니.
Dude, he's so cool.
일 처리는 빠르게 하는 편.
Awesome.
덜 답답한 법이지.
Victory!
가슴은
Yippee!
몰리는군.
We did a great
근처에
job, fellas.
용수염이라는 군 거를 파는 곳이 있...
Yeah.
날 들뜨게 만드는 일은 많지 않지만.
Anyways.
이번엔 그
Where we at?
귀중한 경우에 술
Oh,
들어맞아.
miseries. Oh, the
잘
misery.
놀다 간다.
Everybody wanna be
회수하지 않은 탄피는
spirituality. Everybody wanna be. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, and that about wraps up the middle's corridor. Thanks to you folks, we managed to cut the door catalog workload by 80%. I really appreciate everyone going the extra mile to check each and every door too. Made my life work a whole lot easier too. It's all thanks to the manager's excellent strategization. Next up, the Thumbs corridor. But we actually found a lot of intel lying around there, so we just need you to check some of the doors in its basements. Intel. The manager expresses interest about this aforementioned intel. Ah, that. In the Thumbs corridor, we came across a bundle of papers detailing the comings and goings of the Thumbs members and the orders they were carrying. Whoever wrote the logs has been diligently keeping them updated. The last entry was written out so long ago. While the contents of the notes weren't all that interesting, they helped us get an idea of where each door in the corridor leads to. Valencia's shitty scrap papers. She'd been keeping up with the useless shit this whole time? Useless shit? Remnants of her desperate search for a thread to cling to. You found one of her backup ticket boards. I've marked any door that needs any doors that need to work with a drone. There should be about 3 or 4 of them. While you guys do that, I've got some leftover work to take care of here, so I've been noticing this throughout our interactions. But whenever anything irrelevant to his work came up, Alan seemed to have a way of unhearing and maneuvering right past it as though he didn't have even register what was said. Recalling our conversation with Casera back at P-Corp, that deeply uncurious indifference might just be the one essential personality trait that goes as a corporate employee in the city. Understood. We'll explore the areas past the marked doors and return here. Thanks a ton. Well then. With Alan returning to where the other Wayfarer Company employees were huddled around, we decided to follow the corridor to the left. Hey, there's someone in there. More of the ring, maybe? Going by the silhouettes, they're unlikely to be members of the ring. Come on, lady. Get out of my way so I can see. It's the detective. Some stubby guy I don't know at all, and that annoyingly airy dude. Sounds like Moses Gregor and Hog Blue, respectively. The trio's conversation grew clearer the closer I approached them. You okay? You okay, fella? You bumped your head earlier. Fine as a fiddle. It was just a minor fall. This is the 3rd time it's occurred. We have to discuss the issue with the manager once the consultation is over. I think I'm seeing a bump on the side of Hong's head. Anyway, you know what to do, right? If at any moment you see signs of... Don't worry, Gregor. You made it through the explanation and the footage both. You're going to be fine again, I believe in you. Look at you now. We're right where it happened. Both your arm is stable. But your arm is stable, see? Ironically, fear tends to grow most unmitigated when it is distant and unseen. I understand you might be worried about, but I don't see even the earliest portents of it. So don't hesitate to share the unfiltered thoughts that arise while you're in here. I know what I saw in the footage, but I'm still having a hard time believing it. Or I don't know, maybe I'm just avoiding the truth when it's staring me in the face. My case is nothing like Don Quixote's. She just needs to keep her shoes on, and it's all good and dandy for her, isn't it? Things don't work out that way for me. Whatever they're talking about sounds hella deep, guys. You sure about eavesdropping on him like this? That geezer's always weirdly cagey about himself. Maybe now's our chance to learn more about him. He's sharing such an insight about himself for once. Why walk away? Don Quixote gives a nonsensical interpretation of Ryoshu's acronym as Kira rolls her eyes out of exasperation. Between the bickering sinners and Kira, who, however, Otis stands in silence with an unscrutable look on her face. She is listening to the exchange between Moses and Gregor like a woman possessed. Okay, let's keep listening then. Otis is right. Damn it, she was right all along. The war isn't over. It never was. And I can't ever be over as long as this fucking joke of a gift stays attached to my arm. Barbed words. Now let's revisit a question you couldn't answer while the footage was playing. Hopefully, it's become easier to answer now. You've been using that arm to fight just fine so far. How? I don't mind fighting hostiles or enemies. I'm not the kind of person who worries about people trying to kill me. But killing my comrades, that changes things, doesn't it? I can't even control it. There's nothing I can do to even brace for it. It's unstoppable, like some kind of time bomb counting down to unleash a disease you never know when its symptoms will set off. Even Heathcliff, who was always the first to step up when people began to spiral into self-hatred, stood in conflicted silence, his lips drawing a hard, straight line. Excuse me. Besides, Gregor wasn't wrong in that. At present, there wasn't any way to stop his transformation should it occur again. We've still got a good chunk of the journey left, and eventually we'll have to, no matter what lurks in the past of us sinners. Even if they have killed hundreds, thousands, no, 10,000s of innocent people, will you still embrace them? We'll eventually have to confront an even darker, bleaker truth of the war. Now, will you trust Gregor not to crumble under that inevitable pressure? I see, you're afraid you'll end up hurting us. Well, that's at first. I thought I couldn't give a hoot whether I'd not accidentally murdered some of you. It's a bit saddening to hear that. You know how it is, Honglu. The bus team, didn't exactly get off to a rocking good start. But through our journey, I've begun to think of you all as my comrades. And I was okay with that because I had too much faith in my own weakness. When I realized that I'd grown so weak that I couldn't even take down some backstreet slug with this arm, I was relieved. Imagine that, the same arm, my arm, a weapon that stabbed the heart of countless people during the Smoke War. I'll be honest, when that Hohenheim fella said that I was an exception, though the thought alone made me hope. Exception, a potential to be harmless, weaker than even a non-combatant like he's saying. It made me hope for a life that didn't sound so bad. We all know how that went though, don't we? Blew up in the worst way possible. And after all that, I just couldn't bring myself to fight again, because I no longer know when this fear would eat me up again, because I'm constantly afraid of this damn gift manifesting again. The same fear you've carried all this time. How did you endure it before? Badly. Barely. Holding on to that idea that the living's gotta live on and nothing else. Huh. This really brings back the years. The memories are so clear that it's like they all happened yesterday. Best you kick me off the bus before push comes to... That can't be the answer, Gregor. You can walk away, but the danger of our journey won't leave with you. Dante and the rest of us will still be facing an endless repeat of peril. And it's not like leaving the bus will bring peace to your heart. Our deaths can be reversed should an incident occur, even if at the cost of Dante's suffering. The same can't be said for most people in the city. Now that's something I never expected to hear from you. I guess you're right. If we're seeing this through any kind of... If we're seeing this through to any kind of end, this would be the place to do so. Not many places in the city have some warmth to them like this one does. Boy, this consultation thing's pretty embarrassing. I mean, it's not like I was forced to go through something as traumatizing as yours, Honglu. Truth be told, I'm not some special case. Everyone who participated in that war must have gone through more or less the same experience. Miss Moses, Otis, and even Valencia, that piece of work. We can't attach a number to our misfortunes as though there's something to be measured. When I fled from my past, I tried my hardest to avert my eyes from it. But Gregor, you're not like me. Every few steps that distanced you from the past, you'd come to a pause to spare a look toward the path you had walked. All those years I let slip by, all those that slipped you by, are dotted with fathoms of suffering that are both ineffable and beyond measure. Different experiences, different pain. Still, if there's one thing common to everyone, it's that trauma leaves after effects that linger for a long time. What are yours? I dislike loud noises and people who talk too much. They sound too much like the cacophony of the war, like screaming comrades who resented me even as they lay dying, and the wounds they left in my heart bled me dry. But I thought you were fond of Miss Ezra, Miss Moses? I've talked too much. That aside, haven't you heard your fill? Might as well come out from that corner you're hiding. Ah, man, they knew we've been eavesdropping Eves this whole time. Well, I was actually waiting for the right time to come out and say a few words, but I couldn't find an appropriate moment to. Oh well, I would have had to share this with Manager Bud or the rest of you fellas sooner or later. So I don't really mind, but what's she doing here? TA? Oh, temporary, okay. Temporary ally? No, temporary accompaniment. Accompaniment. Don't be an asshole. I'm working my ass off to help you guys. Pleased to meet your acquaintance. You're right on time. I've been working on a theory, but I don't have the clues to be absolutely certain. A word from someone in the know may immensely improve my confidence on the theory. Kira, do you know of which door the thumb nurse father was most attached to? Huh? No, duh. Duh? That's supposed to be obvious? Didn't you guys all see her? You'd think I'd just chat up a scary lady like that. Dude, she was beating the ever-loving shit out of Lucia every time I saw them together. Oh yeah, he went down fighting you guys to the end, huh? Yeah, said stuff about her generosity and all that, and fought till he died. Damn, that's unexpected. Being real for a sec here, I thought he was totally gonna swap sides. Really? That lad? And why is that? You know the vibes. You guys don't know because you haven't seen him long without the scary lady always looming over him. What's up? Gonna stab her right in the spine? You. Look, I think you might be training wrong because, like, you're not improving as much as you should from all that grind. Let me show you what I learned about sword swings from this comic book. That is not how my master has instructed me. The textbook cannot be permitted to have even a single deviation if it means to repay the debt it owes her. Why are you so obsessed with all that crap anyway? You don't even like that old lady. Oh, goodness. But you're not so different from me in that regard, are you? But bro, the heck are you talking about? I love my papa. Seriously, I thought things were gonna crash and burn before Yoshihide even came home. Huh, suppose textbook and I had that in common. Huh. If this one doesn't know, let me redirect that question toward you, Sunryoshu. Hopefully this touches upon one of your more intact memories. Do you know which of these doors the thumb nurse father showed particular attachment to, or the door she used the most often? Why ask me? Fine. Yes, I do remember. Don't even need the clock's help to piece it back together. It's that one. The door with the metal pieces dangling from it. Holy shit, I almost died out there. Son of a bitch, my fucking fly. Where did those G-Corp fucks even drag those gross pests from? Mom, are you okay? Do I look okay to you, Ticket? No, not really. I'm fine. You know I don't break easy. You should have seen there. You should have been there to see me tear the head off of that G-Corp vermin, Ticket. Mom, your leg's bleeding a lot. Here comes another mission. Boy, they really can't do shit without me, huh? So much for break. The fuck is this? Bandages for you. Is this kid serious? They've got a truckloads of expensive treatments on the ready to patch me up the moment I get back to the field. Well, okay, never mind that. Hey, this works. Well, sit tight and don't stare any trouble. I'll teach you some sword techniques once I'm back. Must have been her years in the smoke war. Yeah, fighting in the war took a lot out of her and left her perpetually exhausted. But she marched to every battle with a smile. Stopped drinking, stopped beating me too. Like a blissful idiot who forgot that she was still neck deep in the inescapable pit called the House of Spiders. Well, the ironic peace didn't last. Sometime after the war ended, someone called the Consigliere of the Thumb visited the House of Spiders as a tutor. Ah, goodness. And that's when she went right back to drinking herself into that shit-faced stupor day after day. The beatings returned, and so did the edge and her profanities. It was pathetic. Hold on, why though? Sure, I was on the losing side, but wasn't Valencia the one on the winning side? A war hero at that? Ever heard of the regulation that prevents Smoke War participants from moving into I-Corp and K-Corp nests? The common thread between these post-war rules is that they make the lives of veterans difficult. Dubious rules that don't discriminate between winners and losers. I see. There must have been things going on behind the scenes there too. But doesn't that mean that backdoor will drop us into a trench they dug during the war? Yes, and Gregor will be the one to open it. Wait, me? Yes, others can do it for you, but what would be the point? You sure this won't just end up giving him those more nightmares? I don't see how this helps him in any way. We do not have any means to treat whatever it is that slumbers within his arm. However, I would surmise that the underlying cause of his sudden transformation wasn't the arm itself. Then what? It's trauma. His arm took control after his psyche was crushed by the weight of the unspeakable memories coming back to haunt him. It's not because of the arm that went berserk that started reliving his painful past. It's the other way around, isn't that so? If you could come to understand that the war is really over, and that what others say, no matter how closely they echo the past, it is not necessarily aimed at you, then you may be able to loosen your grip on the fear and anxiety that your arm could metamorphose at any moment. While her suggestion may seem blunt, it is one of the basic treatment principles of M-Corp's psychotherapy centers. Fine, then. Guess I'll open it up. Gregor walked up to the door, grabbed its handle, then paused, taking slow, deep breaths. And with one arm, he gently opened the door. Why are you running? You should be taking lead on the front lines with our G-Corp banner held high. I don't want to die. It's nice to have a place to go back to. Oh, right. Happy 15th birthday. But you can't possibly have the cheek to call me cruel. You G-Corp piss were far more messed up than I ever was. Ripping people apart, cannibalizing them. You were nothing but a swarm of fucked up monsters. I thought I'd woken up from the dream. But I was still... Still what? Still what, you fucking bastard? Right, so I'm gonna take a pause here to get some chalky milk. I shall be back, fellas. Oh,
Back with the chocolatey substance I call chocolate milk. Alright, welcome back, fellas.
looks like we're doing some more fighting. Yippee! And I can bring my fiery fisted boy over here. My fiery fisted boy, finally.
Golly.
이번엔 어떤 실험 함께하죠? 잠깐만 빠져먹고.
Shut up, Rodian. 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 Sick fuck.
혹은 뜨겁게.
Sick bastard.
아 뭐야.
Yeah, I see you,
영영하실
asshole.
때까지 자
시험해보자.
일이라면
Cha! Maganera! Says Ahab
정을
Comer.
알리는 음악.
Ah, goodness. It tastes beautiful. Fuck. Alright then.
This place, it's just a boring little office. I was kind of ready to be shook, thinking we were about to walk into a war zone or something. You recognize this place? Huh, of course I do. My last job before Limbus Company. And my desk was over there. Here's a tip, fellas. When you're working in an office like this, always get a corner desk facing the wall if you can help it. Lets you hide from the bossman. Oh god, that is great. Yum. Out of sight, out of mind, you know? You can do whatever you want that way. Work, chill, or even freak out and tear at the slightest sound of metal clanking. Nobody will catch you. Nobody will think you're a bother to other people. Gregor grins, a bitter, mocking smile directed at himself. The only downside of this desk arrangement being people walking up behind me get to my attention. Harrops just had to holler, "Hey, vet hire," and I'd scuttle right up to them, but others can't do that. So whenever people walked up to me from behind, I'd get afraid that I might cause an accident. Vet hire must be about the post-war veteran special appointment. Right, but I couldn't possibly complain. Wouldn't have gotten that job without it, you know? Not everyone was lucky enough to be considered for that. I was better off than most. Gregor. Head manager Ted. Oh, shit. Ah, God. Fucking Ted? Gregor whipped around, his hands instinctively leaping to his other arm. There's an unfamiliar man in a clean suit standing behind us. It really is you, Gregor. And I see some new faces with you. Oh, wait. Oh, you folks must be the new account that the guys on the other team asked us to leave the meeting room open for. Landed a new job, huh? I see you got a new employee card right here. Well, so, how have you been doing? Me, same old, same old. Well enough. It's not like I've gotten anywhere else to go, right? I'm not surprised you found new work so soon. You're always a dependable guy. Is the pay good? How's life, man? Oh yeah, you were gonna sell that, commemorative coin. Some kind of medal, right? Hope you got paid a good money for that. Look at me, asking how's life to a fellow citizen. Can't imagine anybody would have anything good to say about that, huh? Moving on. Hope no one's hounding you with vet hire shit over there. No, not at all. There's none of that here. Hey, that's good to hear, man. Glad you don't have to deal with that dang jackass of an exec VP messing with you like he was a war veteran himself. You know how many years I had to hear that geezer bragging about how he profited from the war, pulling himself up by his bootstraps, about how every peril in his opportunity waiting to be found, blah blah blah. I'm preaching to the choir, aren't I? That guy, huh? Is he still taking sauna breaks during work hours? Haha, what do you think? His seat misses his ass every day. Oh, and get this. Remember how he used to call you special employment fellows Nepo Force? A few days ago, his name showed up in the HR report. Guess what it said? Turns out he was lining his pockets with kickbacks when we were choosing the fixer office for a partnership project. There's about to be a vacancy in the office real soon. Really, isn't he? You know, the actual Nepo? Thought he's the president's family.
Ah, fuck! That's some good chocolate milk! Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, man.
It's that bad. It's what anyone ever talks about by the water cooler. If there's anything I learned here, it's that people obsessed with back in my days are all kind of like him. They hate how their glory days are behind them, kind of like a distraction for how pathetic they are now. And hey, a Backstreet's kid like myself don't have glory days to look back on and yearn for, right? I look back and it's all doom and gloom, you know? If you've ever hit rock bottom, you also know the only way left is to go up. You said something like that before, yeah. Yeah, I guess it's my own brand of bullshit philosophy. Oh boy, look at me running my mouth in front of our customers. I'm sorry about that, folks. Oh, don't worry about it. Those are pretty unique prostheses you've got there. No worries, but it seemed that you were on their way to submit those prostheses. Gee golly, I'm late. Thank you for snapping me out of it. I'm gonna get one heck of a scolding. Anyway, Gregor, hit me up sometime, eh? Let's go out and catch up over a drink or something. Sure, if I got the chance. The man who seemed like Gregor's former co-worker hurried away, but he didn't forget to wave us a good-natured goodbye. I could see a little bit of him in the way you talk, Gregor. Come on, I don't sound as old as he does, do I? Moses, who had been quietly observing as Gregor and his former co-worker chatted, exhaled a light stream of smoke and slowly began to speak. Many of us who returned from the war seem to suffer from a certain misconception. When we are told to remember, it does not mean we are bidden to live through the nightmare of the past over and over again. We are not being cursed to relive the pain and suffer in it. Both Ezra and I we both still trying to be free of misconception we inflicted on ourselves. It's not like I remember it because I want to. Well, if you can't bring yourself to forget them, might as well include in your memory the fact that the war has indeed ended. Fine. You're not wrong there. Gregor stared at his right arm for a while, quietly contemplating. Manager Bud, can't say I can give you any reassurance, but just going on with my life seems to be the best answer for now. I want to ask if you're okay with that, though. I'll manage, but it's you who's going to have to deal with the aftermath. Gregor would always say the same thing to those suffering from cruelty inherent in living. Still live on, just live on.
Oh my god! Some great chocolate milk. Fuck! Oh god.
Yet even as his lips spoke those words, his eyes would take on a desperate yet unfocused look shaded beneath despair. Today, the gloomy gray seemed to give way to just a hint of the blue sky beyond. This may be no more than a single ray of sun peering through the dark clouds that have long suffocated the sky. It would probably take much more than this for the shadow to be fully lifted, but don't you worry, I'll be fine.
Oh, goodness.
It's a big step forward for him to have addressed even a little bit of that persistent anxiety from his past. When we emerged from the door, we saw Otis facing away from us, her weapon drawn. Wait, I don't think she even followed us through the door. Huh? Where were you this entire time? Yes, I was told by the Ellen figure that someone has to stay behind and watch the door during these operations. Ah, you sneaky little bastard. I love you. So I stayed behind and... Aw, man, it's those asshats again. Weird, the corridor is not a place for those newbies to be roaming around on their own. As you can see, a few uninvited guests have decided to visit us through a different door. I looked past Otis just in time to see more Favis pouring into the corridor just through a different back door. They must have been trying to find a way to get the ring nurse Favis corridor. Well, we can't just let them through, can we?
Kill them all!
Good job, Dante, good job! Time to take a sip of this fucking chocolate milk! Oh my god!
네, 너.
Oh my god, that tastes amazing.
내려라 모자를
Oh, that tastes amazing.
기라는 뜻이다.
Oh my god, it's my favorite Limbus Company song.
왜
No
그딴
way.
표정으로 쳐다보는 거지? 내가 그 로싱 이희돈 홍처럼 온순히
There we go.
기대했나? 복잡했어.
God damn, that is some good milk. Oh my god.
Oh, I love it.
두말할 것 없이
Kill!
100점 만점이야.
Kill them all, fellas. You got this. I believe in you.
눈 감고도 해.
균형이 무너졌군요.
Holy shit, 22 sanity on that bastard. And he's got his skill 3 out.
죽지도 않을 목숨
Alan, we are so fucked.
최대한 고통스럽게 만들어 보자고.
All I can do is hope for that one. Alright then. What's your sanity at 12? Never mind. I mean, I could probably win this one. I'll be honest. Actually, counter. It's a blunt, right? Yeah, blunt. Okay. Put her. Then you, I'll beat the shit out of you. There you go. This should work. Good. An idea most ingenious.
재밌네. 난 너희가 좀 더 어설플 거라고
Kick ass, Honglu. Yeah. Good man. Good man.
과거를 이제야 좀 이해했고.
Holy shit. Hopefully Otis blocked that. She did.
드러낸 모양이군.
She's just barely hanging on. Alright then. Alright, Gregor.
이야기는
What fuel does it take? 15.
마주하지.
Alright, in that case. No. Alright. That should kill. What magic bullet are you on? You're on 1.
시속하게 용건을.
I could give her more attack weight. How many are there? 12. Alright, yeah. I'll build up then. No rush, no rush. We kill! We kill!
Tangle Cleaver!
Get his bitch ass now! Thank you!
확실히 훌륭하고 좋은 수감자.
There we go, fellas. Kick ass and chew bubble gum, but we're all out of gum. Well, actually, we got plenty of fire to burn through. fine, it's fine, it's fine. Oh my god.
시원하네. 아, 술 맛을 돋궈주는 좋은 공격이었어.
약점을
Oh
잘
boy.
짚은 것 같네요.
Ah, there's a chance. Well, that's a little waste, but okay. Yeah, hold on. How many bullets does he have? Yeah, this will definitely kill him. Alright, that's fine. You... I feel like you could do this one. Yeah. Then you just go for whatever. Woman. Woman! Come on, Honglu, you had one fucking job. Good job.
유물 사기라도 당하신 겁니까?
Okay. Alright, Otis, let's fire some bullets, shall we? Holy shit. That's not gonna be good. Do you have a counter? No, you have block, okay. It's not bad, it's just it could be better. Then you, on the side, I'll kill you right now. I'll kill you right now! Tango Cleavor! Go Merceau! Kill now! Beautiful!
Yippee!
그간의 경험이 쓸모가
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
참 좋지였어.
Awesome. Kill! Oh shit. That didn't stagger? Nice. Go, Otis! Yes! The magic bullet never misses! Good shit. Kira, get him! Good job. Oh boy.
우울해 보이는데
Alright then.
지금이 기회겠어요.
아, 그러게. 완전 초상집이다.
Okay. Gonna have to kick some ass for sure. There we go. Alright, that should do it, fellas. That should finish them all.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Woohoo!
예상한 것보다
Well,
움직임이
that shit.
좋구나.
It's beautiful.
일발장전.
Detonate magic bullet.
Nice. Pop like a fucking cherry.
Oh. You get to hear his.
이번에도
That he usually does.
해주세요. 유익한
Gregor
책이
usually
또
goes.
하나.
I can't believe I haven't been recording this entire fucking time. God damn it. No!
말은 없겠지.
Well, just letting you guys know, I'm fighting bastards. This is terrible. Borderline bullshittery. I'll check my own recording in a second. God damn it. This is terrible. How have I been doing this poorly this whole time?
이미 우리는
Oh my god. Well, I'm fighting these index fuckers. I'm sorry. I couldn't.
달라지는 건 없어.
God, I can't believe I was recording this whole time. God damn it. At least I didn't get that far. So it's not the end of the world, fellas. At least I hope not. Alright, none of them have their little pre-script thingamajiggies, so it's not too bad. There we go. Nice.
완전 과감한 판단이었어요.
중계하듯이
Come on, woman.
하시라니까.
Kill.
그래도
Yes.
판단이었던 건
Good job.
사실이네요.
Rah! Nice. Good job. Not bad.
엎드리도록.
Good shit.
그런 식으로도 잡는 건가? 놀랍군.
보여드려야겠군요.
Oh, there she goes. Hi, Albina.
알고
Albina
그래서
Fausti.
놀랍다고 했지.
Fausto
더욱더
Mina.
무난해져.
Wiener Wiener. Alright. Let's kill some bastards. There we go. Oh, he's the target right now. Okay. In that case, we'll go after Gil. And then we'll also target. There we go. Should be fun, fellas.
Yippee!
Field test.
절침탄 트랜지션
Damn.
임상 시험 성공.
Not bad.
확실히 훌륭하군. 일본 수감 덕분에 위험한 순간.
Come on, Albina. Get him. Kill him. Oh boy. Ew.
실수. 경멸스러워.
꿰뚫려라.
무타법을 이제야 좀 이해해.
추진. 그래. 그렇게 시원하게
There we go.
처리하니 보는 맛이 나는군.
What are they after? They after albino.
답답한
Alright.
법이지.
Fair enough, Doc. Fair enough. I got this. I got this. Kill. Yes. Kill him. Good job. Good job. Not bad. Magic bullet. Kill. Yes.
징계팀 직원이라면 당연한 판단이겠네. 잘했다는 칭찬은
It never misses.
단번에
Wonderful.
우위를 점하셨군요. 이 기세라면 이번 대련도 무난히 승리하실 수 있을 겁니다.
There we go, Kira. Just finish that bastard off.
나이스.
있는
Nice.
힘을 묶여놨지만
Wow.
언젠가 다시 재생하겠지.
Oh my god.
부서지고
Oh god. Okay. Let me check something real quick. Let's check something real quick. It's not that bad. What's up there? You may speak to me casually, Araya, but in the presence of the other apprentices, perhaps you should find it preferable to mimic the tone of the Dehuey star. Well, and it's not like I want it to be a Dehuey star. Just let me do whatever I want while I'm here. Certainly, you have a point. So, what's there up the stairs? I'm not sure myself. I've never been upstairs. Aren't you a little curious? Why bother peeling back the heavens to see what is beyond? Those wanting of yearning needn't raise their heads skyward. Am I seeing Araya's memories? Clock, what did you see? I'm not sure, but now we've got another reason to check what's upstairs. Ah, upstairs, eh?
경미한 손실을 제외하면 완벽에 가까운 제압이었습니다.
I reckon there's some
이제
bullshit upstairs.
말씀하셨던 야근을 속히
어이, 알후가 탈출했다.
Whoa. What's with the alarms,
긴장이
man?
나설 차례로군.
Scary bastard.
다음에는 류슈 팀원에게도 육체적 타격이 가능한 무기의 승인을
I should probably get
검토해
some
주십시오, 관리자님.
Yeah. Okay, well maybe not like a shit ton. That should be enough. Yeah. Bleed too. There we go. bleed number 2. Wonderful. Let's see. Maybe. Oh, definitely. No. There we go. Wonderful. No. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, never mind. We have you. Okay. We have you, it's fine. Wow. Huh. Not really a lot I can do with this one. Well, I kinda do. But I'll stick to something. I'll make something. I'll make it work. I still need Kira for this one, so I'll wait on that. Is there another peak one I have? No. However, would it be such a bad idea to have you boosting the power of the ring? So that's not too bad. And you honestly can do anything with you. Doesn't really matter. Alright, sync. Gotcha. Sync. You then, because you're fun. You're fun. Fun boy. Fun lad. Then suddenly, one day, I killed myself. Oh boy. Come on. There we go. Thank you. All purple, man. All purple. Or at least I tried to have it all purple, but you know how it is. I ain't got everything purple. Oh well, next time on Dragon Ball Z, I'll make a full middle team if I can. Same for the ring team, that'll be fun, so fun. Very fun. Very fun. Alright, little thread bastards. Into oblivion and silence. Yes. So they're weak to Pierce. So that's not bad. That's all I got. Weak to Pierce. You'd be wonderful.
녹슨 총에 날카롭지 않은 화살.
주먹으로 매만지면
Wonderful.
대상 확인했어.
지령. 맞군.
Wow.
이 소리는
사냥감을 찾은 거.
흔들어 보죠.
There we go. That works for me,
채워지지 않은
fellas.
붕어를 남기시지.
Yes. Might as well. It only makes sense. Ain't that right, Kira Yoshikage?
오에 이어
Oh, brother.
짜증나는 시선이 늘었군. 앞으로 한 번만 더 기분 나쁜 눈빛으로 내 검을 힐끔힐끔 쳐다본다.
Awesome.
그땐 예외 없이 모분이다.
Oh boy. that, I will also... There's a weaker chance of surviving. This one. Because it's a neutral. Gotcha. You got this, fellas. Kill. Wonderful. Oh.
옳다.
Rain, what the fuck?
짜증나게.
You're supposed to be the strongest fucking unit, man. What the hell? What in the fuck is happening? Memorial procession. You guys are giving them free goddamn sanity, man. What the hell? Bullshit.
좋아, 지령에게
Oh goddamn already?
징계팀이 나설 시간이야.
Horrifying.
환상체라고 불러야 하는 그 괴물들에게 본때를
Now targeting him
보여주자고.
now. That's not good. Alright then. It's weird. Okay. Here we go. That's dealt with. What about you? Not bad. And you, my good man, I have to deal with that myself. Horrible. That guy has a lot of sanity, so that's not good. There we go. That ought to do the trick. Hell yeah. Kill him. Oh boy.
짜증나게.
Scorch knowledge.
지식을 마주하고 결국 영원하지 않아.
Horrible. Bang, bang, bang. From a double dagger. Good job, man. Arcana, Tear and Pierce. Good job. You staggered the bastard. Now kill him.
이제
Yes!
수에선 벗어났나?
Good job. Nice.
이 정도쯤은
The Effloresque goes so quick, woman. Not bad. Don't harm me.
물론
Oh boy.
좋은 성과를 갖고 돌아온다면
Not bad.
잠자란 걸 준비해두지.
They're all attacking her now. Oh boy. It's not good. Okay, really? No, I can't. Oh god. There we go. That's something I can do. This is more believable. Yeah, that's more believable. Yeah. Here we go. That's probably not gonna kill, but just in case. Just in case. Good job, Heathcliff. Not bad. Wonderful. Wonderful.
속삭.
Oh shit.
살고자
Magnificent
하는 모든 것들과
Endo.
함께
Ah,
무덤으로
so good, so precious.
없진 않았군.
We need more things like this. We need to kill them. Kill them all. Nice. Nice.
봐. 환상체를 제압하는 건
See, I knew it wouldn't fucking kill him. There you go. Good job.
미래를 과거와 같이
Good job, fellas. You're doing a good job already.
도움이 되는 걸 걸치고 오셨네요.
Oh, they all have to rain.
몰아넣으시죠.
No, okay, I was gonna say. Oh, that would be terrible. Still got another turn of Dumahan before I go all out. Alright. That's for me. There we go.
예측할 수 없게
Come on, Gabunga man, you got this. Oh my god, the damage is horrifying.
예상한 것보다 움직임이
Bang,
좋구나.
bang. Jesus, man. Pierce that bastard.
피
Yes!
산출값이 예상 범위를 벗어났는데요.
Nice.
저는
Nice.
비교직 들어있는지 모르겠고
Of course, it has attack weight, that's good.
유사시간 그리고 있다면 바로 전송해주게.
Wonderful. Not bad. Wonderful.
획득하지 않아도 느낄 수 있겠죠. 이미
There we
우리는
go.
손에 많은 피를 묻혔잖아.
So I have to Ryoshu now. Gotcha.
몇몇 늘어난다고 달라지는 건 없어.
Okay, there we go.
기다려 주시게. 마법의 삐삐님이 전해주는 지령의 해석이 조금
Faith beyond the question. Huh. Gotcha. She has stacks. 6. Ah, I see. Gotcha. This is difficult. Okay. I think this prescript is fine. 9 stacks. Okay. Gotcha. Wonderful. Oh shit. Is that not gonna work? Yeah, or that does. Alright. I was going crazy. Gotcha. I see. There we go. Oh, smart moves only. Not bad at all.
충정.
Yoink. Jeez Louise, man. It's difficult.
불맛을 돋궈주는 좋은 공격이었어.
약점을 잘 찌르는
Gotta follow them prescripts to a fucking T.
풍과 함께 사자.
She killed her.
효력사.
Oh boy.
계속 가면 되겠네.
살고자
Magnificent
모든
end
것을
them all! Ah!
방금의
Oh my god.
두말할 것 없이 100점 만점입니다. 아가씨.
That's good shit.
이런 것쯤이야. 눈감고는 뜻을
There we go. Finally.
좀더 어색할 거라고
Golly.
생각했거든.
나서도록 할까?
You must kill them all now. Through special attacks and everything.
이 또한 지식이 되도록.
Yes!
운명적인 죽음. 아, 완전
Oh, we killed them all
아가씨
too.
얘기하듯이 많은 정도의
quickly.
상관하니까 4대 가문의
그래도
자제들도
완전
이
I guess that's not a bad thing.
좋은 수업
Could be worse.
덕분이지. 배운 게 많았어.
Kind of let down. Oh shit! It's Roland's apartment! This is Roland's house! This is Roland's apartment from Library of Ruina, holy shit. Kind of let down when they were body blocking the door like there was some big secret behind it, right? It looks like like any other average family home. Oh man, I get cleaning up as a chore, but peeps should at least dust their home once in a while. The thick layers of dust covering every surface and blotchy wallpaper made it clear there's no one been living here for a good while. Whichever family lived here must have had a child. Like there are drawings and dolls too, though it seems like the place had been abandoned for quite a long time. Could something bad have happened here? Yeah, something must have happened here that caused the family to flee, and they never got to return. Yeah, lots of evidence suggesting that. The door open, a single shoe just lying around. Someone fled from home for a reason, never to return. I don't know, it's kind of hard to narrow down the cause. It could have been anything. Are you searching for something in particular, Ryoshu? Yes, but it doesn't seem to be here. Every frame of photos is singed beyond recognition, and whatever documents there were have been torn to shreds. Kinda like memories. So this wasn't where he escaped to, huh? The index nurse Father Rain. The last time we saw him, he fled the house via the corridor after suffering a severe wound at Ryoshu's hand. If by some miracle he survived, there's a chance he came after Ryoshu again, but something about our last encounter led me to believe that it was the last time Ryoshu would ever see him. This is... Do you recognize this drawing? I found myself hoping to see Ryoshu piece together another memory. She'd be recalling new details all day, whenever something caught her attention. Sadly, she responded by softly shaking her head. No, I don't. Gotcha. This is Roland's room, isn't it? Like, he was on that couch laying down, drinking beer. Well,
괜찮은 예술을 보나 했더니
at least maybe it's a recreation of Roland's room, because, you know, his child wasn't born yet.
방지할 사고도 해야 할 뒤처리
Sangria. What the hell is sangria?
돌아가지.
Ooh, hold on. This one's a dungeon. There we go. Alright, I better make this count then. Oh boy. Well. Get a bad feeling. I got a bad feeling. Oh boy. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Anyways, let's see here.
연료는 잔뜩 준 걸맞는 곳이어야 할 거다. 아, 뭐야. 슈그리. 부르셔.
차! 의뢰로군?
이번엔
Shot
어떤 실험인가요?
Maganeta. Yeah,
함께하죠.
definitely bringing you along.
잠깐만! 빠져먹...
Shut up, woman.
따뜻하게 혹은
개체 유형 확인.
Let's finish this and kill them all. Oh, goodness. After leaving Rain's quarters, we explored the index corridors for a while, but didn't find anything that could help piece Ryoshi's memories back together. Great work! Now that leaves just the Pinky Nurse Father's corridor. But that room didn't have any back doors for us to explore. There were countless more in the adjacent corridor, but the guideline makes it a bit difficult to delve into each and every one of them right away. Which means that our work here is done. Thank you for your assistance, Dante. Ah, glad we could help. Dante replies they're happy to have been of assistance. Well then, it's been a pleasure. After a brief run of handshakes, Alan returned to the forward base. Probably should have been done the same, but want to take a look around here anyway? Sure. As we had more business here than simply checking the doors, we decided to stay a little longer and investigate the Pinky's corridor. The Pinky Nurse Father had a room, a particular structure. Every door we opened led to a room identical in shape to the previous one. And even though I was certain we'd traversed quite a few of them rooms, somehow we found ourselves back at the starting point. There are some small design differences between each room that help to tell them apart, but it's difficult to tell which is which unless we look really hard at every detail. Where are we now? The kitchen? How do you know that? I've been here before. Someone ghosted me after promising to watch Fixer clips together, so I thought I'd come visit. It's someone y'all have to meet too. I think it was Must have been another who was severed by the Araishiki. Damn, you might be right. His name was Ren, the Pinky apprentice. I tick-tocked, but no one here really seemed to have anything to say to that. I suppose that only makes sense. And after all, his existence registered to no one here but me. So, when you said back at K-Corp that you'd cook before, you were talking about this, huh? Yup. I used to perform intense culinary artistry here. Huh. Your scabbard's shaking. The reviews were glowing. One of them was yum, meaning yeah, unbelievably mouth-watering. The scabbard Araya was defiantly shaking from side to side in a violent effort to deny Ryoshi's claim. Must have been pretty damn bad, huh? I'm having a hard time believing her, if you ask me. What did you usually make? Boxed lunch. Boxed lunch that kids might bring to grade school, with sausages cut like octopuses and tamayagami? A bit simple, but to be intense culinary artistry, don't you think? I have? Didn't you know? There's nothing like a school lunchbox rivalry. Oh yeah, so I want octopus sausages, tamagoyaki, and... Why are we making sausages out of an octopus? No, I mean sausages cut like octopuses. So, why are we cutting sausages into octopus shapes? 'Cause it's adorbs, that's why. Something like this? What's that? Sausage carved into an octopus shape. Didn't miss a single suction cup. Come on, I didn't mean like that. A real-life octopus. It's gotta be adorbs, Kay? Isn't it all the SD... I don't know what SD means. Once it goes down the gullet? Why is this so important? Mommy, there's nothing like a school lunchbox rivalry. Huh? You're doing your weird acronyms again, aren't you? It means I don't understand. Ah, that's why you say IDK, Mom. SMH. These must be some of the happiest memories Ryoshi and Araya shared. The sinners, me and Araya, even as a scabbard, could imagine or recall them in full. But for Ryoshi, the most important part of those memories made sliced away. Still, if we can continue to piece more and more of our memories together by going over these places, do you want to check what's upstairs? As soon as asked, however, the sinner's footsteps came to a simultaneous stop. Wait. Hang on, Clockhead. Don't open the door just yet. I looked back and found Kira and Heathcliff poised to fight, hands on their weapons. This way, manager. And Marcel, who realized that that indicated, yanked me to the back of the line, and in mere moments, there was someone guiding those whelps. Figures they'd send more than fodder to the house of spiders. Stinks of wet dog. The claws of massive paws slashed through where we had just been standing. Oh shit! It's a furry! I love furries. Look at that graceful bastard. It really is as Maestro Emily Benoit said. This place is already occupied. If you'd be so kind as to help me with the directions. Is this where Master Callisto's art is located? Fuck! The question came from a woman who appeared from one of the doors that led to a different corridor. She was wearing a wolf mask, and unlike the Favis we had encountered thus far, she seemed to make a point to speak and act with decorum. But the subtle hint of violence in her voice quickly betrayed the air of fox cavity. Sure, you're at the right address, lady. Robo-Unk's stuff ain't in this part of the house. Find a different corridor. Yes, I am aware, but I'm not here looking for his creations. We're easily mistaken for mass-produced garbage. I could feel her intense gaze even though her face was obscured by the mask, and there was no doubt that her eyes were bearing down on Ryoshu. Suddenly, I was reminded of what Rain said moments before he fled the corridor. We let them observe us too freely. What does that mean? The Favis got to confirm a lot of important intel, including the fact that the House of Spiders has fallen and that Ryoshu currently has possession of the Araishiki. They want Ryoshu for themselves, whether she's completed or not. Ryoshu as she is now. Isn't that intriguing? For once? My name is Rufo. Yoshihide, the blade coveted by the Five Fingers, Master Callisto's final and Bartholomew's masterpiece. As a docent of Fauvism, please allow me to honor of escorting you to our gallery. Do I want to? Don't see the point in hanging out with people in those unaesthetic AM. As expected, Ryoshi declined Rofu's request with a curt reply, and Araya too rattled angrily in the docent's general direction. Then I'm afraid my only remaining option is to rely on our usual method of ushering. How are our odds? I don't know, she's probably tougher than me at my maxed out stats. Really? The shape of her ring suggests that she is a docent of the school of Fauvism. Her position is comparable to that of the cap of the thumb or a big sibling of the middle. Ah, that makes more sense. Oh, goodness. Verily, that maketh her a foe who may surpass even Ricardo's might, or, with a stroke of ill fortune, even lay hang. Doubt she's anywhere near as strong as Lei Hang. Our chances are half or more. Like, I like those odds. Half or more. Dude, really? Outmoded has been. Why seek out the art of a has-been after all this time? It was a decision met with much confusion from the outset. To entrust such a momentous project in the hands of one such as Callisto, why, everyone agrees that it is no less foolish than casting a parable before swine. And they were quite on point with that assessment. His Auvert recovered from the house were more tools than art, the sort that the likes of workshop meisters might assemble. No self-respecting maestro would create such mundanities and call them art. Now I must ask you for your forgiveness for presuming that you would be no different from the rest of his work. But what I observed above this room completely changed my perspective. The scorched corridor, the verity with which you've scarred the walls and the floor, as though frenzied beasts had torn through them. There's but one tool that could possibly have left such marks behind. At least you've got a passable eye for art. Usually I'd ask you, have you ever considered pursuing art of a further elevated beauty? It will be an experience that departs from the dilapidated remnant that dubs itself corporism, a movement so constrained by its obsession over the human corpus that once it had depleted all meaning it had to offer, it began piling on empty definitions onto itself. Fauvism is a movement that is broken from the traditional mold. Unfettered like a beast that roams free, we ask questions that challenge the mind. What is man? What are things? What does it mean? Wild beast, okay. To trace the origin. How do we define that which we call la favie? These are the subject matters that have led us Favs into the field of fertile creativity. Should you, a wielder of that relic, enter the fold of our movement, it will layer your work with such an unrelenting spectrum of colors that it will be destined to leave an unforgettable impression in the annals of history. Anal. In other words, what we can offer you will be much greater worth than what you may have learned from a teacher like Callisto. Never considered him my teacher, not a real one anyway. Finding beauty among the carnage of blood and flesh is a lesson I learned on my own. And yes, I know enough about your movement. Maybe I considered some of the works created by your school acceptable, at least among the ring's art, or not. I can't remember. Then will you? But I don't know. I don't know what makes your art more elevated than the one I pursue. The one you pursue? Didn't the site you claimed to have seen clue you in? Oh, it did, I do understand. Your art may appear to be more than unchecked chaos at a glance, but upon closer observation it reveals a fierce, dominant force that threads the entire scene together with its keenness as the connecting suture.
Your blade work too shows such multi-layeredness. Mere keenness often entails mundanity, yet you have transcended such limit by scorching the tail end of each slash. Truly unique aesthetic sense. I believe I've sufficiently understood the full extent of the artistic merit imbued in that scene. No, you didn't. Lesser painters like you are such mediocrities that they fail to recognize the beauty that lies in them. Grotesque. They do little beyond painting the hell reflected in their eyes and call that shallowness hell's beauty. The sorrow condensed into a cry held in an instant, wrath unbound from the yoke of reason, the fading gleam of despair in the hue. You give no thought to what each of those emotions signifies. Instead of obsessing over the cursory qualities of what is beheld, let me teach you otherwise. Pay attention, because I won't afford you another long-winded lesson. Ryoshi Red-Eater Scabbard. Pointillist, Fauvists, Suprematicists, Blau Raiders, Cubists. I have visited my share of the Ring's galleries, heard their commentaries, but none of them were to my liking. Your art is an overcomplicated pile of definitions buried under symbols, caked in patchworks of empty shells. You and your art both talk too damn much, just like Callisto. Keep trying to take from other movements, forcing meaning where there was none. Excess is easy, anyone can do it. What's beyond most is making it succinct, the art of abbreviation. Alas, if all is one by one abbreviated away, nothing remains in his absence, making the void left behind completely bereft of meaning. No, the void is what remains, and it holds things that can't be found anywhere else. What is this? A minimalist manifesto? No, my aesthetics go beyond the pursuit of simplicity. I pursue the natural germination of artistic immaculacy, a state of perfection wherein further abbreviation is an impossibility. Sangria. A bit abstract, isn't it? Too removed, too plain, with a distinct lack of any meaningful striking qualities. What exactly is it that elevates your art above that of the Fauvism? Painters. We're the stubborn sort that mere words can't convince. Indeed, there is no discipline more subjective than that of art. Discourse concerning its nature may extend for days on end, but it will not change the fact that unseen arts are meaningless, pretentious illusions at the end of the day. Then I suppose I have to carve it right into your eyes. Please do, though I'm afraid it might be overshadowed by the sheer vibrancy of my aesthetics. I, a docent of Fauvism, shall personally welcome you to my critique session.
Yippee! So much dialogue! What the fuck?
Alright, let's do it.
숨겨둔 수를 드러낸 모양이고.
Oh, dear God. Right. Wonderful. Not bad at all. You're starting off strong, Kira Yoshikage. Not bad. No, that's definitely bad. That's not gonna win. Wait a minute. She's only 66. It's not bad at all. Okay. There we go. Oh boy. Can't put there. There we go. Perfect.
Wonderful!
받아볼 텐가.
Oh. Hey. Kick some ass, man. Finishing touch. Oh boy.
Oh boy, what flavor!
Burn flavor. Kill them! Kill them now! Good job, Otis. Did I not give her a magic bullet? It better have given her a magic bullet, man. I need my magic bullets. They're so bulletified. Here we go.
I don't need to be perfect, I just need to stun him every now and then. Nice. Wait a minute. They take damage first, don't they?
최고의 전투부서 징계팀이 나설 시간이야. 환상체라고 불러야 하는 그 괴물들에게 본때를 보여주자고.
I'm confused. Oh, have said unit take the attack instead. Okay. I see. Gotcha. Huh, alright. Damn, okay. Ooh, that's not good. There we go. It's not bad. Kira's got that one. Fire Fist Rigger. No, that's not gonna work. There we go. Ooh, hold on. There we go. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it, why not? Yeah, student took the damage instead. Another student took the damage instead. Alright. Now's our chance to be a big shot. We gotta kill that bastard. Now!
아이씨, 짜증나게.
There we go. I'll burn away every last bit of it. Good job, Gregor. Greg, my boy. Greg, my boy. I love him. Good job. Good job, fellas. Now we actually got some hits in. Rufo. Rufo. Golly. Not bad at all. Mutilating talons. Wow. There we go. Oh shit. Oh shit. That would have been called for. What the hell? Oh! That's right! I had like two other fat fuckers I didn't even get to do the thing with. Damn, okay. Oh my god. There we go. Sure. Neutral. Oh boy. Alright then. How much gas do we have? He has a good amount. Should work. Critique. I guess you could. There we go. That should be it. Take this, bitch! Oh, Jesus. They have, like, claw shields. Oh, boy. We're forced to take damage here. We just have to hope she keeps doing tails. Critique. Ow. There we go. Not bad. Ow. Asshole. Horrifying. Tango Cleaver. Tango Cleaver. Get that bitch. Now. There we go. Finally some real damage. Ugh, that's not good. There we go, Heathcliff. Cockcliff. We love him. Damn! That's not bad at all.
너희들이 겁쟁이는 아니어야 할 거야. 머뭇거리다가 아차하는 순간 죽어버릴 치고는 필요 없거든.
There we go. Oh, she's charging up. Okay. There we go. Give her a magic bullet. Yeah, give her a magic bullet. There we go. Damn. Not bad at all. 35 should be enough, but just in case. Just in case. Good job, fellas. This is why I brought along Cliff for the AoE.
저 개체는 오래 버티지 못하게
Looks like I needed it after all.
상황에 맞는 효과적인 공격 수단을 택했으니
And Don Quixote is great for single targets because he's got special effects. Hell yeah. Ow. Nice.
괜찮은 공격이네요. 앞으로도 그렇게만 해주세요.
Not bad at all. Kill. Ow.
샤코잡이라.
Good job.
예상한 것보다 움직임이 더 좋구나.
Get that bitch. Yes.
바이올렛 브레이크 슬랩.
I guess she's weak to Pierce.
뭐든지 하나씩
That has to be it.
줄여가면서 시작하는 거지.
누님도 술병을 하나씩만 비우면 참 좋을 텐데 말이죠.
Has to be. Yeah, she's definitely not as strong as Wei Hang, though. That's good. Alright, Cliff, you got this. Swords. There we go. Wonderful. Magic bullet fire!
내 탄환이 향하는 곳은 언제나 필요하죠.
Not bad at all. Good job, Otis. Good job. Good job, man. Get her, get her, get her. Nice. Oh shit.
승리하실 수 있을 겁니다, 아가씨.
Alright, so this is gonna apply the single target effect. Good job. There we go. Or did it not? I thought it did. And lost a clash. God damn it. Greg.
괜찮아.
Ignition. There we go. Ultraviolet breaking slam. Man, target Kira for once. Golly. You know Kira's there too, right? I mean, come on. You are worthy of the privilege to behold my prized needlework. Oh boy. Dude, that's so cool. That's so cool. 15, 13, 12. Okay. I get it now. There we go. There we go for 5. What was it? It's not good at all. Horrifying.
받아볼 테니까.
Horrifying. There we go. Wonderful. Get the hell. Now! 0 damage? What? What the hell? You do 0 damage on me, you fuck ass woman? How? I thought egos were supposed to be strong! What the fuck?
대답 좀
음.
해주십시오.
Evil.
짜증나게.
Oh well.
바이올렛.
I mean, to be fair, she's got 8 fucking protection. How? ¿Por qué? Like, Jesus, man. Horrifying shit right there. Ego ABS activation. Oh boy. There we go. Oh my god. Alright.
주군께서는 사소한 실수로 책 잡지 아니하시니 너무 긴장하지 말고 임하게.
Oh shit. Okay. That works. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, it's all 4 speed. Oh my god. Oh, I see. That's gonna work. Yeah, that'll work. That's not gonna work. This will work, yeah. Kira. Yeah. Okay. That's perfect. Alright, hold on. There we go. I'll do that just in case. Fire fist. Fire fist.
아이씨, 짜증나게.
Bro, seriously? Yes, seriously. What the fuck? Yeah, bro. Rufo. Why you must be so Rufus? Why you must be so Rufus? Rufo. Ah, shit. Rufo-licious. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at this bitch. You can't fuck me up, bro. I got you. Yes! Tango Cleaver! That's not enough! Oh my god. They want me to ego here. It's horrifying. Well, what do I go with? This? I mean, I could. What's one that can decently debuff? It's not good enough. Yeah, no, okay. Just this one. Good job! Let's go! Yes! We did it!
멈추지 않는 시대에서 희망과 미래를 찾아
Kill! Kill! Damn. Damn. Crazy. Horrifying. How are we all still alive? Good question. We're not actually alive.
경계. 그걸 꼭 말로 해야 하나?
Okay, so Kira's fighting one. I just realized this song is similar to a certain fixer. It reminds me of Roland's theme at a certain part. Interesting. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Tire Slayer! Kill! At least she doesn't have defense anymore. Horrifying. Who needs to read their passives anyways? We're doing just fine anyhow. Well shit. Not bad at all. Good, man. Holy shit. Oh boy. Come on, Kira, do your shit. You're like one level lower than her. You're fine, man. Wonderful.
하지 않겠습니다. 어차피 이미 이길 거라고
Like a
확신하고
bitch.
있을 테니까.
Yeah, we're all above her at this point. Good. Yeah, that's fair. Oh boy. What's a counter? Good. Is she getting hit by anything? She was. Okay, I'm only gonna let her get hit by the last one though. It's learning how, I'm not doing it. I like this one. It's so cool.
받아볼 텐가.
Nice. 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 Kill, kill, kill. Well, goddamn. I didn't need you slowly killing the bastards over time, man. Oh, he's so close, man. He's so close to dying. But so is Rufus. Rufus is so close. Rufus I think killed the guy. Yep. Cockcliff is dead. Oh. Don't fear the absence of Brilliante. Ow. Ow, ow. Wow, wow. Not bad. Woman.
닭, 돌, 죽. 다음은 시계의
Oh,
고통과
shit.
함께 살 200군.
Fuck. Okay. No, that's not even worth it. Damn. There we go. That works. We're gonna burn her. That's right. Fucking hell. Really? Really? You gotta be fucking kidding me, man. Come on. That was so uncalled for, Rodia. Or Ishmael. God damn it, Ishmael. Such a dick. There we go. Other than that, body sack 'em, bitch. Yeah. Alright, we'll dwindle her down slowly but surely. She really is one tough little bastard. Gregor, come on, man. You had one fucking job, you piece of shit. At least she's gonna die with the next burn application. Or just saying absolutely aura farming all over her. God damn! Good job, man. Oh.
언젠가 다시
Where'd he go? Oh, there I am. Yippee! I'm alive.
교체되는 것처럼.
For only a moment.
이 얼마나 완벽하게 그
Wow. Good job, Heathcliff. Heathcliffa. Maybe. Interested. Nice. 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 Interesting. Oh my goodness. Yeah. This would be nice. Just give me a moment. Yes.
기억은
Yes.
그러니까
Beautiful man. Look at him.
새겨라. 나는
God,
주제의
that's
작은
amazing.
형님
It's hot.
히스클리프.
Heath Clipper.
지금부터 이놈들
Yes, we get a Heath Clip. You're fine. You're fine, mister. He's the man of the ages, the man of the hour. Perfect. Wonderful. Damn. I gotta go ticket farming when I'm done. Oh boy. There's more to this than meets the eye, fellas. Where are we? Where are we going? Good memories. Indeed, indeed. Some very fine memories. Yeah. See? You're already looking much better with those superfluous animal parts removed. You're serious about founding your own movement? I already answered that, but you'll need time until the Falvis swing. Under the Falvis swing, at least until you can fully cultivate your movement. Perhaps. I don't suppose your words have any meaning now. The docent raised her giant arm as though to strike us in her final act of defiance. Then it slammed down upon the door we entered through instead. All I can do is buy time for. Mid-sentence, the docent suddenly went limp like a marionette whose strings were cut. Dead. And here I thought at least her last words were going to be suction. Thus we are made foes with yet another finger, the ring. Let's not doom and gloom already, fellas. We beat an officer of the fingers all on our own for the first time, didn't we? I see this is a pretty definite win. All on your own, huh? Come on, bro. I was fighting my ass off out here. Gregor has a point. The outcome of this battle would not have changed by a significant margin even if you had not been here, Kira. This is more like it. Won't have to freak out over a mere BB anymore, as long as we were with clock. Fuck. Don't start congratulating yourselves for achieving of the bare minimum. Those who celebrate over so small an occasion don't deserve to stand beside the executive man. Well, I guess this isn't impressive at all to people who used to be much stronger, like Otis or Don Quixote. Prithee, speak not such folly, for the joy of my compatriots is my own. Have you any inkling as to why she might have, in her final moments, elected to demolish the door? Right? It's not like we're short of those doors in here. Are we really debating the logical thought process of someone who is 2 seconds away from dropping dead? Come on, let's get out of here so we can bring everyone else up to date. Didn't I just leave this room? Ishmael walked through the door we'd entered through, and appeared from behind us. Oh shit, where'd the exit go? Don't tell me the exit change every time someone walks through it. No, can't be that easy. I am barred from enjoying the fresh air of the world outside, no longer free to travel the mountains and cliffs as my feet would carry me, as the other members of the Pinky are. I wish to no avail that I should be allowed to weave the delineations of wings and backstreets. So this is what she meant. The back door, which we traversed, is a passage to the corridor of the one called the Index Nurse Father. Cross the broken door we might, however. It avails to us but a brief jaunt to the Pinky Nurse Father's azure corridor afore it returns us to this room. Room's now locked in a loop without a starting point. Won't matter what the door we open. Is there anything we could do? A rescue team will arrive in time, as this location adheres to the regular flow of time. Unlike the warp trains, it will be approximately between a week or two from the present before we can return. That's pretty long. Well, the first problem we're going to have to deal with is food. As far as I'm aware, we should be good for at least 3 days, thanks to Rodia, so let's... I didn't bring any snacks. It's not like we were about to walk into one of the Elcor branches as our dungeon or so. Yeah, makes sense. Looks like we're going to have to give this room a thorough search then. Oof, no need. If there's no exit, we cut up on our own. What about the part where it cuts into your memories too? Deal with that yet? No, the sword, it still cleaves my memories with every slash. Don't know what memory it'll slice away this time, but it'll be something recent, or when I hold dear. Oh wait, don't be so bloody rash about it. Other than me, no one but Heathcliff still remembers the person he holds in loving depths of his heart. Ever since the day of the Sepia Tempest, memory took on a special precious meaning to Heathcliff. Heathcliff suddenly reached out and grabbed Ryoshu's arm. Though Ryoshu and Heathcliff's circumstances were undoubtedly different from each other, it was still clear that Ryoshu's reckless attitude toward sacrificing her own memories triggered a lot sort of anxiety in Heathcliff. What? Didn't you hear? Them nerds will be here in a week or two to get us out. Why don't we just keep that sword nicely in that scabbard and wait it out? The radio doesn't work. What if we went up to the rooftop and entered one of the doors up there? There are thousands of them. Out of the question. By doing so, we'll be putting ourselves at a greater risk. That of casting ourselves into an endless maze that is the corridor. Okay, but we're dead meat if that brick wall of a maestro wanders right into this room. That wolf lady's last words mean... Last words. Man, I'm seeing red flags. It's a hella risky move, yeah, but I think you should hide in her OP sword is our best bet. Right, but what if we got lucky and they find us in a day or two? Quit freaking out, Heathcliff. It will only be forgotten, not lost. Well, good memories don't tend to last very long. It's been a fun excursion, Clock. I looked toward the scabbard, expecting it to rattle violently as it did earlier, but it remained still. The white blade soon reveals itself. It cuts across the wall where the doors used to be, and naturally, as the Araishiki's blade cleaves through the wall, so does it Ryoshu's memories. Ah, we were really getting somewhere. The thin strands of Arai's image, which had begun to coalesce, slowly unraveled and fell apart once again. Even still, Araya released the blade without hesitation. But it's okay, we'll try again, so... Conveying no resentment, no hatred, but few words of consolation. Don't feel too bad. As her voice faded into the gentle darkness with Ryoshu's memories.
Yippee!
Dude, that was crazy. Horrifying, even.
Alright, well, I shall be right back, fellas.
Question. What exactly was the point of verifying every back door within the House of Spiders? Oh, Hohenheim didn't fill you in? Any information regarding these doors holds enormous value for us, not to mention the higher-ups requesting us to reorganize the House of Spiders into a base of operations as soon as possible, even if we had to rush our work a little. Only speculating here, but I'm quite convinced that they are preparing for a conflict of sorts. These little pockets of absolute safety are extremely valuable during these operations, as you already know. Wait, stop right there. What? What conflict? What operation? Are you saying that your bosses are preparing for a war or something? I just feel like there isn't enough alarm in his voice. Considering what he's saying. Preparing for what? Not even trying to hide anymore, huh? Did I say something wrong? Must ask to know. Aha, I thought everyone already knew. I mean, it's an open secret at this point. L Corp has already fallen. W Corp is teetering on the brink of collapse. You call us the Aspirant W Corp, we call Limbus Company the Aspirant L Corp, meaning we have a shared goal. Oh shit, but unlike the dead and gone L Corp, the current W Corp's still kicking, despite its rapid decline in recent years. And as we all know, companies in the city aren't worth much unless they've got the military force to back them, right? It's only natural that a business conflict would lead to physical one as well. This is just a mere team leader speaking, though. Who knows what the higher-ups in the companies are thinking. Either way, much fruitful collaboration was had today. This will reflect pretty well on our performance metrics, and we didn't even suffer that many losses. I can safely say that you should expect a positive review from us regarding this collaboration. After saying our farewell to Alan, we returned to the forward base and shared with Hohenheim everything that's happened so far. Hohenheim and Faust did not seem willing to discuss the subject of the looming conflict, so we instead decided to have Ryoshi's memory and sword re-examined. Oi, Hohenheim. Results out yet? Not yet, Assistant. I clearly remember telling you 3 minutes ago that it would take 20 more minutes. Have you forgotten already?
He talks too much. Ryoshu sounded irritated as she scolded Heathcliff, but I could sense a definite undercurrent of anxiety from the way she kept puffing her cigarettes to a stud at increasingly shorter intervals. This room might be more smoke than oxygen at this point. Mind you slowing it down a tad? You're practically fumigating the room with the cigarette smoke. Then speed up, glasses. Gonna bounce as soon as I hear the results. Both of you need to learn to respect that things take time. Yes, time is indeed relative, but the fact that I have managed to complete as an in-depth analysis of an item of such mystery in a single day is an incredibly fast turnaround, and therefore deserves your appreciation. I've been attempting to rein in the more self-indulgent part of myself as of late, but I believe this achievement deserves to be elaborated on. It is an evident truth that such a result cannot have been replicated had it not been for my genius brain. Go out to the hallway and grab any passing researcher and tell them about my incredible turnabout time, and you will hear from them. And you'll hear them say, "Whoa, done already?" And to that, I will answer, "Shut the fuck up." Evidently, tired of the two sinners alternating turns hounding him for results, Hohenheim seemed to speed up the analysis, and managed to hit the finish line earlier than 20 minutes. Whoa, done already? Yes, there are times when test results are extracted earlier than the predicted time frame. Many of those instances are easily attributed to my genius work. And then why aren't you saying anything? Give me the TR right now. You did tell me to shut the fuck up, so I'm attempting to observe the exact merits of doing precisely that. You think Yoshihide would ever use known acronyms, right? What if it's something like, sheesh, that's a full day. Unwind after work, though. And your verdict on her interpretation? That is exactly what I meant. She's better than MTL in some ways. How she lies as she breathes. At that moment, I might have caught a glimpse of the scabbard rattling slightly atop the examination device. Almost as though it were giggling. Very well, then I'll get right into it. First, the memory of the time she was complimented for her cooking has been erased. That's it? Second, a name has been erased from her memory. Do you recall the name of a man who works with manager Sade? Effie? I would have asked in the past tense, but had it been him whom I was referring to. Classmate Sade wasn't here for that. That kid, right. I don't remember his name. She forgot Pilot's name. Among other miscellaneously deleted memories are 172 hours of Don Quixote's tales of adventures and the types of food she fed to a seagull. Fey about it. Dost thou say that the memories most precious to young Ryoshu and me have been thrown into utter destruction? Look, Donkey, I'm not trying to be mean here, but that seems pretty acceptable, doesn't it? For the price of unsheathing a sword like that. If we're going by sheer volume, I wouldn't quite say it's a mileage as acceptable. It erased several days' worth of memories just from a single sword swing, didn't it? I mean, yeah, but they kind of sound like inconsequential memories, don't they? Greg and Heath forget stuff all the time. How's this any different? The seemingly inconsequential nature of these particular memories weren't achieved by sheer luck. In fact, it seems to have been impacted by the scabbard of the Araya-shiki, or, to be more precise, the power of Araya's ego. That's so. Ryoshu looked down at the scabbard with an uncertain, hollow look in her eyes. All that remains of Araya in Ryoshu's recollection is a blank space where the fragments of her existence used to be, severed and removed again. While it takes a rather significant amount of time, her scabbard seems to, yes, capable of selecting which sinner Ryoshu's memories are to be erased as a cost of using Araya-shiki. Sounds like I should be grateful then. But Ryoshu regards the scabbard with a conflicted look, as though to approximate the outlines of the void she left behind. Oh, so it's got like a cooldown timer. She can use it whenever, as long as she gives it time to select the trivial memories. I wouldn't be so quick to dismiss them as trivial. The memory of the time when you were complimented for your cooking, it was quite a precious memory, wasn't it? You've performed an inverse calculation of the relic's cost. Yes, according to our measurements, the sword seems to factor in the weight of each memory when calculating the cost of wielding it. It's become rather clear that it takes more than light memories to properly wield it.
So, have her memories been restored? As presumed, attempts to recall the erased being's existence have resulted in failure. That is quite discouraging. But not all is lost. Simply by knowing that something used to be in that negative space, many things can still be reminisced upon. Like Ryoshi said, forgotten but not lost. Clock. You've just stepped foot into the world of Sangraya. She flashes the briefest of smiles, then scatters it away with a plume of cigarette smoke. Collecting the game bits will restore it. What used to be here, in the pockets of the void in my heart, my one and only. Ryoshu's gaze traced the invisible, the unperceivable. A few more days passed us by. We didn't spend those days idling. We visited Sade and Pilot in recovery. Did a very few odd jobs here and there, like helping suppress the distortion contained breach caused by a new LCE hire. But with all those loose threads tied up, we managed to finally, after so long, kind of feels like we're home again. Return to the bus. Bus, sweet bus. The chair could use a little more cushioning, but there isn't anything like it out there. Damn, this is your ride? Hella badass. Between the two individuals, who were looking rather pleased at Kira's astonishment, Hohenheim squeezed through to warn us about some things to watch out for. I asked Team Leader Alan to set the coordinates somewhere as close as possible to the nest. Keep driving through the door and it will bring you right to an empty spot on a highway. Don't hesitate or hit the brakes, because if by any chance there is a car driving behind you, it'll crash into the bus. So, what are you two doing here on the bus? Decided to join the better team, did you? I must admit to a certain degree of interest in hearing your exploits, but to accompany you through them is an entirely different matter, isn't it? I'm only here to adjust your coordinates. Speaking of which, just how did you manage to escape your confinement? I told them I had some stuff to help you with, and they let me out after making me scribble over some docs. Solitary confinement's hella boring, so I thought I might get some air. Might as well say goodbye, too. I'm out and about, right? I see. You explained the fact that the new hires don't have any grudges against you. I thought I told them to impress upon the new hires that prisoners are to be treated as exceptions to the... right. The person in charge of the training is currently checked into the long-term recovery ward. More problems stemming from the shortage of manpower. I'd best include this in the report. Sounds like they're both here to see us go. Well then, time for valediction, I suppose. Perhaps I've grown far too used to seeing your faces. Saying goodbye doesn't come out as easily as I expected it to. Another day of reunion must await in the future. I would appreciate it if such a reunion had a low probability of occurring. Well, I'm not very partial to mathematical statistics like the probability theory. I hope your prediction is dead right. Well then. Hey, Yoshihide. What? I wouldn't say we're a family exactly, but listen. There's a lot of stuff I want to say to you, and a lot of stuff I want to hear from you, okay? So, see you later. Did I do that right? Acronymize it to L, and call me Ryoshu, not Yoshihide. Prefer the echoes of that name. After a round of goodbyes, the two disembarked from the bus, and no sooner had the machinery clicked into place that the bus's wheels finally began to turn, bringing us closer and closer toward a blindingly radiant portal massive enough to engulf the bus whole. Well, off to our next destination, I guess. Oh, right, where are we headed? Dante inquires about the next destination, Virgilius. Ha! Now that's more like it. Been too bloody long since I heard that question. Yeah, don't get too excited. When has an answer to that question ever led us to anywhere that's not downright bizarre? Virgilius gave me a faint, knowing smile, as though to confirm Ishmael's pessimistic remark, and then delivered a comment that sounded too lighthearted for its gravity. Downright bizarre, is it? Well, let me just say that it's high time we face such a sight. Our next destination is District 14. In other words, Manager Dante, we are now en route to N-Corp. So, we are going there after all. N-Corp. Plenty of faces there I'd rather not see. As the rest of the sinners voiced their vigorous gripes and discontent with N-Corp, Rasult, who probably had the most amount of history with the wing, simply flipped open his newspaper like usual and began reading it with the same unchanging expression. As though for him, none of this changed anything. Now departing. Vroom vroom. With that, the bus resumed its journey to yet another tale.
Yay! Is that it? Did I finish La Canto? Yes! Give me my lunacy. Give me my lunacy. Yes! Yummy lunacy. Motherfucker! Alright. Well, that about does it, fellas, for Limbus Company. Until next time. Oh my god. Oh, fuck. That stretch felt amazing. God damn. Alright. I'll see you, fellas, at another date and time and another point in history. I love you all, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye bye.